Hello, we're back and we're rebirthing again 2 days in a row, which is honestly, it's kind of a nice feeling. And I'm kind of thinking forward. I've said many times, right, that I'm doing too many things right now, but I'm just working on getting through everything that I'm doing, and then I can be a bit more focused on stuff. But I gotta say, playing the same game on stream 2 days in a row, it's pretty nice, you know. It might help get over the kind of initial warm-up period I often have. But like I say, plan is to continue. And I think I might continue just doing 2 FF7 Rebirth streams a week until we're done, because we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Like, we're going to Nibelheim and we're gonna do the Temple of the Ancients and what have you, and you know, the things that follow. But we're not that far out, so, you know, it's kind of a good test case doing not all of Cosmo Canyon in 2 streams, because we kind of started it last week, but getting a lot of it done. I mean, we'll see how we do today, because we have a lot of side content I want to get done. We'll see if we can do all of Cosmo Canyon's side content today. Save for the side quests, because we're still holding off for the gold saucer date. Sentiment looks like Ass Creed right now. Yeah, I get what you mean. But also a lot of side content. But yeah, and hi Carmine and hi Chrysanthemum. And yeah, like all the stuff we did last time was really cool. Like I said, I was kind of expecting they would space things out a bit. It'd be like, oh, you know, we have our introduction to Cosmo Canyon. As in, like, the town, and we're introduced to Bugenhagen and all that stuff, and it'd be like, okay, yeah, go do something in the greater Cosmo Canyon region, and then come back, and we'll do the Temple of the trial, the Cavern of the Gi, whatever it's called, and you know, space it out a bit. But no, it was kind of breakneck. You know, what we already had being expanded in the standard FF7 remake fashion, but also the expanded role of the Gi, the additional Gi lore. God, getting around this place is a bit of a nightmare, though. Is that really the nearest fast travel? Okay, I'll just go over there. This place is a bit of a nightmare to navigate, though, but it's okay. But yeah, the expanded role of the Gi and their part in their expanded role in the overall plot, their role in justifying the existence of the black materia, is a really good idea, I think. And it's neat to see them kind of fleshed out as kind of more tragic, instead of just being kind of background villains, I guess, to Cosmo Canyon's micro arc, but them effectively being fucked over by the circumstances of their existence and just wanting to die. It sucks to be them, I guess. But it's interesting, really interesting, because I had seen like a screenshot of Gin Attack, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is, and I don't know when they're gonna show up, but that's something that's gonna happen in this game. But I didn't know what more we were gonna get beyond that, so it was a very pleasant surprise. In terms of main plot, you're done with Cosmo Canyon, goes by quick. Yeah. And yeah, I get to keep in the groove with the combat, exactly. And we're going to be doing a lot more of that today. We were kind of, you know, we did, obviously we did the Cavern of the Gi, which was just Red and Barrett, which was challenging in a fun way. Like, you know, like you said, with the fight with Gin Attack, I did okay, but it was pretty challenging just having 2 party members for a change. And it being those 2. Managed to keep on top of it, but it was a fun challenge, and it had, you know, the whole dungeon having its own micro movement gimmick with Red and his wall climbing, and you having to pick up stuff. It felt like a Zelda dungeon, almost. In a good way. It was nice. I get the sense that if we want to get to this tower, we have to be down here and come through this way. We probably want to figure out our way down there, I suppose, for the majority of our stuff. But there is this. I guess we'll head out this way, get the scenic spot. Maybe that'll get us. Yeah, it looks like there might be a way down there from here, and we'll explore Cosmo Canyon. at large. Like, they tied the gi into the black material. It was smart. The gi as a whole, tricky enemies. They were, yeah. Like, they've got... Again, you're very limited in who you can use, at least initially. We have that section where we have everyone later, and they're a bit easier, but then they throw the multiple sorcerers at you. Is this also a way? I'm trying to remember if we've been here. I think we have. Let's fight you guys. But yeah, having them have, or at least the gi lances having an effective total counter to ranged combat, like, encourages you to, like, you know, still use Barret, but primarily use red, and, you know, use them to, like, pincer, and it's very well considered. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing. With that particular set of 2-player characters and the enemies they're going up against. But then also the sorcerers bringing enemies back, which wasn't a concern until they gave us that fight with 2 sorcerers, and sorcerers being able to revive each other. But that was pretty cool. I liked it, you know? It makes you think about enemy prioritization instead of just, you know, going through your usual flowchart of abilities, which I certainly do with, you know, with Tank Barret especially. You know, you've got a whole setup phase with a lot of your characters, but it kind of makes you look beyond that into how exactly you should be facing down individual encounters, which is nice. Yeah, lances deflect your range attacks. Archers have those petrifying arrows. Right, yeah, and petrification was a concern too. And sorcerers doing the Arise nonsense. Yeah, it was really good. Mint Chocobo, I don't mind. It's kind of not even, I see what you mean, but it's kind of, I don't know. In my mind, if I think of the color mint, I think of a lighter green. This is, like, not quite like an azure chocobo. Slightly more greeny. I don't mind it. I kind of got angry at these chocobos for the chocobo intel in this region, but it was fine. Yeah, this is the ramp that we can't go off of because it's part of a course, right? I think so. Yeah. Remember, melee Barret is always an option via synergy attacks. That's right. Yeah. And we did get the opportunity to do that a bit, and we're still running Barret right now because we're like 1 use off of being mastering Smackdown, but we got some use out of that too. But, you know, again, the adjustment period of warming up with the combat again was a factor last time, but we're going to be doing just a bunch of regular-ass combat today. So I'll get back fully into the groove of it again. And hopefully I can try to maintain that by just continuously playing 2 streams of it a week. Maybe doing more back-to-back streams like this. Like, we'll see how this goes, but I'm liking the vibe of it already. What does it say about them? Like what? The chocobos? About what exactly? I don't know. I haven't actually done their movement gimmick yet. We should get the opportunity to do it soon, but apparently they can fly and glide. So I'd say they're pretty sick. Yeah, the mid chocobo. Yeah, I mean, I was wondering about that because, well, I mean, from what we know from FF7, original FF7, you get different chocobo colors by this one we can go off. You get different chocobo colors just by breeding and through their experiences. Like, they're all the same species, but I guess they're like subspecies. Pardon? May I can't do this either? It's got the arrow on it, though. Is there something else I need to do to get these to work? You'd think you would just go off. No. There's not a button to press to make that happen. Alright then. No ramps. No ramps. You should be able to. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't done the side quests associated with it, because I'm not doing those. Maybe we haven't been taught to do it yet? Weird. Okay, maybe they're not the best chocobo then if they don't fucking work? I'll dismount and get back on. Yeah, with the icon there, it should be possible. And yet no. And yet nothing happens. I have no wings and I must wear. This is bullshit. Okay, maybe we should do this side quest then? Maybe not. I guess we'll continue on. And if that continues to be an issue, and I can't do that shit, and it gets in the way, then I'll come back. Can we get down here? Is there another way to get down? How do we get down, actually? Oh, like over here. Like if we... Yeah, hold on. We've been over this. Hold on, wait. If we go this way... Yeah, you'll need the Chocobo ability. Yeah, okay, let's do the side quest then. Because I think, that was like, oh, we have a Chocobo racing course, but no one uses the fucking thing. That's out this way. Let's figure out how to get there. Over this way, I guess. Doing the Yuffie side quest shouldn't get in the way of Tifa. Yeah, because it is a Yuffie one. And Yuffie is, behind on social links, so we should be okay. It'll be fine, if that's what it takes for us to explore the rest of the area. Very odd, though. I would assume this would be it, because we're gonna need to be able to use this Chocobo ability to do this side quest. But they gave us the tutorial on this area's Chocobo mechanics, so you'd think it would be functional, but I guess not. They really just expect you to do this. They didn't plan for people not doing this side quest right now. Hello.
You always seem to find me, no matter where I go.
Yeah, we gotta help her get her groove back. The Chocobo riding.
Shani? You were talking with your mom earlier. She said you weren't using the training facility she built. Figured if you're not up for it, then we could give Abony her exercise.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. We'll just shoulder your guilt of falling out of your hobby because of trauma. Aw.
We'll bring her back.
All right, it's settled. And Chocobo Whisperer Yuffie.
Not even waiting for a yes. That's our Yuffie. Alright, so... we have to, actually interact with the course here? We do. In Glide de Chocobo, your goal is to earn points by passing through as many rings as possible before your talons touch the ground. Okay. Use Apony's swift vertical mobility to reach high-scoring rings while keeping yourself aloft on the current generator's updrafts. I like this. You could make the comparison with Superman 64, but there are probably other examples of this that are good. I don't know. I like little traversal, fly through rings, earn points. I can't think of any other examples off the top of my head right now. I mean, first thing that comes to mind is Spider-Man 2 with the wingsuit stuff, but they don't exactly do this. And Tears of the Kingdom also doesn't exactly do this, but it's fun. Aerial traversal, and it's neat. Don't worry, this is a little fun. I expect it to be. Like I say, I like stuff like this. Oh, there's a Yuffie weapon for doing this. Okay, guess we're going for rank 3 then. Sure, why not? Music here is very nice. And it's gone. As soon as I say that, of course it is.
This is great.
Yeah. And now... oh, we're actually just playing... oh, shit! Okay, I didn't understand that we needed to hold it. Can I restart? Yeah, let me retry. It just drops to my death. Yeah, Invisible Wall really did save me. Goddamn. Yeah, it's Yuffie gameplay. Nice. Okay, don't let go of R2. There you go. And yeah, we like with the tiny Bronco, you can use motion controls. It's very awkward though. Yeah, yeah, those motion inputs don't seem to be doing anything, so I will just use the stick. I'm getting no feedback on that. Okay. Nice. Get these. It's a bit slow, but that's fine. We've already got fast Chocobo minigame gameplay in Chocobo Racing. Yeah, it doesn't count. That was practice. Mulligan. Okay. There we go. And oh, careful. Don't go into the blades. Don't murder the Chocobo. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely prefer it if it were a bit more high octane and you did the classic kind of like, you know, oh shit, Not that, but the classic, like, oh, god damn it. The classic, you know, dive to gain speed and then pull up. Oh, man! Well, I hit those, but we didn't... I don't think we nailed it. Right until the end. I gotta have a coolant real quick. I'm all jammed up. One sec.
You know, if I were racing at the Gold Saucer, I'd bet on me.
Well, you're not licensed to race.
I could do what you just did in my sleep. Before you start talking
But yeah,
big,
it's like,
gotta
you know,
get
the
these
movement
fish
being the
out
way
of
it
the
is,
first.
you just glide in such a way where
Move the goalpost, huh?
you
Fine. I'll take whatever you throw at me.
lose a bit of altitude or you lose a lot of altitude. And there's no gaining altitude back once you've lost it, unless you hit a fan. So if something like that happens, you're just kind of screwed, and your attempt is ruined, and there's no recovering. Good old game design. Game design designed around you not making a single mistake. What was the chest over there? Yeah, designed around you not making a single mistake ever, but also being kind of agonizingly slow. It's not that bad, because, you know, you've just got to get the perfect score once, and then you move on to the next course, and then once you've done them all, you never do it again. There we go. I just had to drop a little bit, but it's a little annoying. And I wish I had a bit more skill expression. Would be nice to use an actual term to make me sound smarter than I am. Would be nice. There we go. Because, I don't know, at least for me, you know, the skill expression in combat is all well and good. It's great, in fact, you know. But there's something particularly and uniquely satisfying about satisfying... there's something satisfying about satisfying things. But there's something satisfying about skill expression in traversal and movement. Again, look at Insomniac Spider-Man. Look at any number of games that do a good job with that kind of thing. There we go. Job done. But yeah, there's just one correct route that you take to get all the rewards, or you don't get all the rewards, and that's about it. But I mean, we'll see. There are other courses. Let's have a look at that weapon then. That means we have another fucking character who I need to... I'm behind on upgrading weapons. First try, baby! We do it like that. So Crescent Sickle. Looks crazy. What's it do? Shooting Star. Bewitching weapon whose blade is studded with smaller daggers. Let the shuriken fly across the battlefield, mowing down all enemies it touches. Can be used while airborne. Oh, yeah. It's kind of like already what the shuriken does when you throw it out, but more. It's even more round trip. Okay. Yeah, strike 2 or more enemies. So it can focus on more targets. I see. And presumably while this is active, you're then in the ninjutsu moveset. So you could use this in place of just throwing it out to get more damage and cover a wider area. Okay. I will put it on it, and we'll switch to her in a bit. God damn. How come Yuffie gets all, like... I mean, everyone's weapons look pretty cool, but... Man, Yuffie gets some really cool-looking weapons. Alright. So it goes. And what are we looking at? Well, I guess what are we looking at stat-wise, but also then weapon skills. Magic focus. That makes sense, because you're throwing it out and using ninjutsu, and magic damage does apply to ninjutsu, I believe. So sure, caster Yuffie. Keep the throwing star aloft. 25 more seconds is cool. ATB perfect guard, attack power, limit break damage. Increased damage added to attacks by elemental materia. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. You could set her up as caster with also elemental materia and get the benefit out of that too. That would be cool. I wish I had another elemental materia, but yeah, that's neat. An opening ATB bonus. So I'll go with that, and I'll give her opening ATB bonus for now. That's nice for ninjutsu, but we'll figure it out more properly once we've actually got her in the party. For now, Barret. Yeah, Barret. Well, Barret and Kate Sith have priority. Because Barrett's is nearly done. Kate Sith is still 2 weapons behind. Because I have to remember to use Moogle Kaboom. And then Aerith, because we got her a new weapon last time. And then we can do Yuffie. She's at the back of the line. Anyway, let's find this next flying spot. Thank you, Yuffie. And again, she's got that kind of carefree, youthful sing-songiness. You know, we had her singing before as well, back in Gungaga. Right, we got a Let's Ride for Moogle Kaboom. Let's hop on fight as well. Gotta remember all my Kate Sith. You know, so it kind of, yeah, the Kaboom itself only happens when Kate Sith, or when Moogle gets removed from play. But does just casting it get you the mastery? Looks like it. I think so. Yeah, it's only when it leaves combat, but in a lot of these small fights, I mean, unless you have to jump off, because in the video here, it's showing, well, there was a cut there, so I don't know. I would assume it would stay out as long as possible, because then you can get more utility out of it. I do like to go Kaboom. I like the idea of going Kaboom. I haven't seen it happen yet, but it will presumably happen. So I don't know, we might be able to... Yeah, I'm going to keep getting into fights as well, so we can get this stuff done. It's important, we need fights. There we go, always remembering to use my free buff. Moogle Kaboom. And just let him do his thing and maybe pretend... Yeah, it's like the Moogle gauge is pretty low right now. But in a fight like this, it could potentially explode. Kind of just extending out the fight. Go on, Moogle. Use the tactical Moogle nuke. Dodge and dive. I should use it more. I've got it on circle. Yeah! Oh, there's the mastery. Okay. I see, yes. So yeah, I gotta remember to use my abilities and actually remember what my abilities do. More importantly, and that's got it mastered. God damn. Alright, onto the Crystal Megaphone so we can use Moogle magic. Megaphone whose gorgeous gems add a soothing resonance to the user's voice. Dodge and dive is how you use Moogle Kaboom at a time of your own choosing. Okay, that's good. I'm glad, because if it were out of your hands, I guess you would have to try and build him a different way, because I've got him set for tanking, which is, I guess, is good. But yeah, you can just get him to bail out with dodge and dive as well. Plenty of ATB regain on both it and Let's Ride. Yeah. So I'll be practicing more Kate Sith. I definitely got the basics down, but utilizing more of the abilities and kind of just internalizing it is a step I still need to take. Let's just give you some materia, whatever the hell you want, basically. Want to MP up? Yeah, you don't have one of those on already, so sure, why not? Just get that AP. You can have a spirit up as well. Why the hell not? And weapon skills. Moogle Sentinel, Lucky Jockey, Crit Beast. What are the stats on it again? Gotta refresh myself here. Right, yes, it gives us the free summon, so we got to think about what summon we've got on. It's pretty good all around, primarily physical, but it's no slouch on magic damage either. It's just good. Good with a lot of slots. Oh, very good for casting. MP savers. Okay. We've got a lot of spells on him right now, but we're not really using him as a dedicated caster, which I might do at some point. I'm kind of having Cloud do that right now. So I'll go with Moogle Sentinel and Lucky Jockey for now. That'll do just fine. And I will remember to use Smackdown because that's nearly done. And then I can bring Aerith in. We can get through this all very efficiently. Thank you, Yuffie. Yeah, I've been saying this throughout the entire playthrough and through Remake as well. I'm going to continue to say it. great characterization for the entire party, really. Like I say, Yuffie. We talked about Yuffie and her spiritual beliefs last time. How she didn't really buy into any of the planetology stuff. And, you know, Yuffie kind of showing her, you know, childishness and her carefree nature a little bit. It's nice that she has that time to function as a character and be expressive like that. It's kind of basic to say, but I appreciate it. There you go, SmackDown done. Right, don't know which summon we have equipped, but Moogle Magic, go. Who do you have on? Oh, it's Shiva. There she is. Yeah, proficiency bonus. Nice. Okay, okay. So I really got to think about those abilities and what I actually want to, like, what summon I actually want to have on him. Interesting. It's, yeah, it rules. It's, well, that's my first time trying it, but it's really interesting. An ability that interacts differently to summons. Well, that interacts with summons at all is unlike anything we've seen up till now. I'm curious about the value you can really get out of it. I guess, yeah, this is one of the, like, save carryover ones, so she doesn't have a... I mean, I guess she just had that little ice blast, but with the ones specific to this game, they actually get abilities. Those are the ones I'd like to look at, I guess. Because, like, again, like, this was the thing I was thinking of when we got it before. Is if I had Phoenix on, could I use Moogle Magic as a free Arise, effectively? Like, would it do that move? I guess we'll find out. Put it on. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll see what it does when we use it. Because that would be really useful just to have on demand without needing to engage with the summon mechanic at all. Very interesting. Very interesting. Coming through. Coming through. We have gliding to do. Very slow gliding. Right, here's this one. Alright. How's it going? Queh.
Hey, Shawnee. Just so you know, if you really
Yeah, we're getting her more used to the idea of riding again. Before, where she was like, you know, I could do that in my sleep. If I wanted to. Can you tell me more about Apony?
Apony's been a part of my family for years. Ever since I was little.
Mm-hmm.
We rode together so much, we could tell what each other was thinking. And we never had a crash.
Why are you done with riding?
During my last race, I hit another chocobo and fell. As soon as I hit the dirt, I looked up and saw the feet.
Oh, God.
Claws coming right at me. Every time I closed my
Yeah,
eyes,
that's understandable
I see them
trauma.
again.
Well, anyway,
I'd
thanks
like
for
to go
sharing.
alone, okay?
So that's how it's gonna be. Fine. I'll give poor Apony the exercise she needs.
Yeah, Yuffie's just the perfect person for this. To kind of goad someone along like that. Fucking brat. Metals and ores. Don't mind if I do. Right, let's have a look at the route. What are we dealing with here?
This is great.
Okay, we got moving targets now. Hopefully we won't, like, mistime this or fuck it up or anything. That would sure suck. But nah, they don't go far enough to the side that it really makes any negative difference wherever the hell they are. Yeah, we're okay on height right now. There you go. Although I must say, I do appreciate a mini game easy enough that you can pretty reasonably strive for a perfect score. Scratches that perfectionist itch in me. Made a snap judgment call there, and it happened to work out perfectly. Hell yeah, brother. Ooh, nearly fucked it up. But that's first try.
Oh, man.
Wait, wait, I didn't hit the... What? Wait, what? No, wait a minute. I didn't get it perfect. What? What? Did I miss
You'll
any?
never make it as a jockey if you can't.
Wait,
I'm
what?
gonna make you
What did I miss? I didn't see any other targets, but I didn't even get the base level score. What else is going on? With a... You need to dive to come back up. Oh, so you can do that? Oh. I was saying it would be nice if you could do that. Like a swoop. Oh. Okay. Did not realize that was a thing that you could do. We didn't see the tutorial for how all this works today, so maybe I forgot that they said that you can do that. But I didn't know you could do that. Even then, like I said, I didn't see any more of the course, so I thought that was it. You can only ascend right after a descend. Yeah, that makes sense. It's the kind of gliding dive I was talking about. Oh. Okay, well that was me trying to come back up right after going down, and it didn't work. Okay. I'll try again. This is one of those things where I basically need to slam the stick straight back up. Okay, so do it even faster than that, I guess. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, they don't really give you that much freedom to experiment. Oh, I see the rest of the course over there now. But, like, yeah, like, they don't really give you... I mean, I'm free to try this as many times as I want, but I have to get all the way down there to the point where I actually want to try to do the maneuver. And then if I fuck it up, I don't really have any feedback on, like, how I did it wrong. I'm lucky to have you guys who already know how to do it. But, like, I have no idea. Well, see, now I've not... it also didn't go up again. And I've missed a bunch of shit. Okay. I don't know where I'm going from here. But where do I go from there? What is there? Are those... Oh, those are the spinny things. What the fuck were they thinking with this? Why... So many games have made this kind of aerial movement work in a way that's intuitive and doesn't need to be tutorialized. Again, looking at Spider-Man 2, where the gliding with the wingsuit just feels really good, and it's obvious how it works from moment one. Here I've got no idea what I'm doing. And I don't even know, like, what the route is. Like, I don't know where I want to be diving, either. I'm so thrown off. Like, do I want to be doing it right now, or do I want to wait, or... Oh, I went up. Oh, I did it. Okay. Okay. And then I didn't get any. I didn't get any altitude. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, I don't know what I did differently from the time where it went correctly versus the time where it went wrong. This is terrible. This is dog shit. This game's definitely too long. You could cut, like, the majority of the side content from the game, and it would probably be better, honestly. Like, this is dog shit. The stuff that we didn't get to finish in Corel, with Kid G, whatever his name was, you could do without that. Queen's Blood is good. Keep Queen's Blood. Just get rid of all this. Like, remove half of the intel from the game, and it's probably better off. Trick that I've forgotten. Yeah, it's... So maybe I feel like I may... Oh, shit. I screwed it up a bit there, but I feel like maybe you need more... You need to spend a lot of time going down to then be able to go back up. I missed half of everything there. But I think that's it. I think you need to spend additional time going down. You can't just immediately go down quickly and then come back up. You need to build up speed, build up momentum, I think. I think that's it. Fuck, I keep moving the stick in the wrong direction. Yeah. I keep like neutering my my ascent, but yeah, I understand it. I understand it now. Okay. should probably just
Should do it.
hit the button to just completely turn off the motion sensor, because that's not going to be helping me at all. Imagine trying to do this with just the motion sensor controls, which
I mean,
don't
we
seem to
could've
work
done
at all.
way better, but that'll do.
Now we're gonna do it.
You can't just force a chocobo to do what you want. You should have established a bond with Apony before heading out. You've got to be on the
Well,
same
I don't
page
have the
when you're
choice to
running a
do that.
course. Be completely in sync.
You
Wait.
don't say. Then why don't you, a real jockey, show us how it's done?
I can't believe you people. I'm going home.
Fair enough.
Oh, crap.
That certainly backfired.
Yeah. No need to rub it in. Come on, let's catch up with her.
No, let's not. Let's try and beat our score. Let's try and actually do that right. Yes. I want the ores. I want transmutation materials. But yeah, it's maybe too much, game. It's kind of... It's honestly... It's not exactly the same, but kind of similar to my feelings on Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, where the game's really good. But it almost feels like they were a little bit anxious about what people would think about the game's runtime. So they just put in a whole bunch of shit. Tell a lie. We're back. It fixed itself. Why did it fixed itself the moment I gave up? I got a stream tweet again. I you know, I had to fucking give up. I had to give in. And then the moment I gave in, I swear I'm being targeted. Yeah, now I'm getting green bars. Data is going up. Swear to God. Like I went to go look at stuff again, and then I did another speed test, and I was like, wait, why is it normal now? And then it was normal. So I gotta tweet again. Hold on. It actually, like, I must have timed it exactly perfectly, because I was in the middle of writing a tweet being like, oh, I'm sorry, stream fucked. I was gonna put a screenshot of my terrible speed test, and then it failed to send because I was having upload issues. And then I come back and it's like, no, it's fine. Idiot. Like, I got prevented from sending. I'm gonna change the stream tile. Hold on. Death to my ISP. There we go. I got a tweet again. Hold on. I gotta bring everyone back in. Okay. I thought my internet was gonna stay dead, but with two T's. But through a trick of fate, it fixed itself as soon as I gave up. All caps, by the way. There we go. Yes, that was really weird. Now that I can actually talk without the latency void between us. I've never had it be like that before. I definitely would have noticed. That was like 10 plus minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes of just my download being like deadly throttled. Like my upload was fine. Whenever I did my speed test, it was like 300 down, which is standard. And upload was just catastrophically low. Like going below 1 meg per second. And then it just came back. And like restarting the router didn't fix it. It just fixed itself. Given time, for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm glad I get to continue streaming now. Still really sucks that had to get in the way of my momentum and my enjoyment of my stream. And I'm absolutely gonna have to I don't, well, I say again, you probably didn't hear me say it, but yeah, I don't know what the VOD itself is gonna look like, if that's just all laggy to shit. But regardless, it's kind of split probably into 3 parts now, given when I like stopped and restarted. So I'm probably gonna have to like cut that together and render it and upload it, which is gonna take a million years. You know, my upload's not that good, which you know, another reason why I don't want to have to render and upload it instead of just exporting it directly from Twitch. But okay, turn motion sensor off. There we go. That'll help me. Yeah, just really weird. It cuts out. My internet cuts out sometimes, but it never becomes worse like that. It's on or it's off. Anyway, let's just nail this shit. Now that I've gone through that trial, something such as this means nothing to me. It's trivial. Trivial gliding. Come on, let's actually nail it. Don't make me look bad. This is why we screwed up last time. Yeah, these are going up and down, so just go into them and then dive. And come back out. There we go. Don't cut off the ascent. Get it, get it. Okay, get you. I think we have the height to get these two. No. God damn it. That would have been it. We didn't hit the max target score. And it was just that. Just because I didn't have the exact amount of height that I needed. I can't mind. But, you know. See, that's what I mean, though, about it being... This minigame is dependent on your performance being completely perfect. Which I don't think is that fun.
This is great.
I think it would be cooler if... I don't know. If you could glide a lot faster, if the actual gliding controls, the diving controls were a lot smoother. Like, I understand it now, but it's still very awkward. Like, you have to fully commit entirely to the dive and then just pray to divine entities that it will work out and you will get the altitude that you need. And just, you have to fully commit all the way, because if you wuss out on the ascent, that's what's happened to me so many times. You lose all that height. You gotta get all the height. I didn't. Sorry, what was that? You can see my controller. I didn't move the stick down. I don't think I let go of R2. Why did I just start plummeting? Yeah, this shit sucks, man. I just want all the rewards and then I'm out of here, okay? I mean, we're probably gonna have to do at least one more of these. But I just want it to be done. I want it out of my life so I never have to do it again, okay? I've suffered enough today. Have I not suffered enough today without having to be like, oh, like, you know, I wanted to get a lot done today. I mean, I intend to still, now that I'm actually able to stream again. But I was upset. I was like, oh man. Like, I really wanted to make a lot of progress today, but it's just all been thrown out the window because of the whims of my ISP. Again! What are you doing? What are you doing? What was that? Why did I just dive? Why did I just dive? I just let go of the stick. Why would it dive? The stick needs to go in the complete opposite direction. It needs to be pressed all the way down for a dive. So why are there just random dives now? Why is it like this? This is dog shit. Remove this from the game. You know, honestly, obviously, I'm still not done with this game. I don't have the complete picture of this game and the entirety of its content. But already, I hope Part 3 is shorter and has less content. I mean, maybe not like overall story shorter, but I hope there is less content in Part 3, because this is too much. So I'm just gonna... There you go. Okay, no dive that time, thankfully. Okay, now you're allowed to dive. And there you go. All the way back up. There we go. Oh, why are you diving? Oh, is it because I'm trying to move the camera with the right stick? That might be it. Because both sticks do it. Maybe. Maybe because I'm trying to adjust the camera. Oh, no. This one's already screwed. And again, you have to get a perfect score or near enough to it. I guess, you know, that one where I was, you know, just that close and I just missed the one bit at the end was a matter of, you know, those are 500-point rings. So if you miss one of those, you lose out on more. Like, where if I had missed out on a 100, or maybe a 300, it would have been okay and still gotten the 500. But the tolerances are extremely tight. And there's no way in hell you'd ever miss a 100. Like, how would you ever miss a 100? Anyway, additional complaint. I wish it was only on one stick instead of both. Because being able to move the camera around independently of your flight movement would be kind of the intuitive thing, and that's how I would expect it to work. I don't know why it's not like that. Oh, I can still pull this back. Yep. Because, like, when you're like this, I'm trying to look at what's below me. But no, the camera just shifts on its own. And anytime in this game, where in gameplay, or in a lot of games, where my ability to perform is dependent... Oh, God. Oh, well, I'm fucked. I can't win because I missed a 500. Ugh. But yeah, when my performance is dependent on the whims of the game and the whims of the game's camera, that's never good. I do not trust this game's camera, ever. Because it's always too slow and lethargic. Like, I just want to be able to see in front of me. I appreciate that the camera tilting up is there to indicate that, you know, it indicates the upward momentum. But also, I want to be able to see where I'm going. I need that information in this minigame. Yeah, the first one was annoying, but adding the dive makes this utter dog shit. The dive is horribly executed. It's so awkward. Like, even knowing exactly what to do, it just feels like I'm like ka-clunk. Ka-clunk. Like, input, just pushing it all the way. Feels like I'm piloting a World War I fighter plane. It's too clunky. Don't let it be like this. Okay, I'm gonna send a little bit to meet up with this one. Then we dive. I'm a little bit late, but I think it's fine. We get all the height. I fucking overshot that one. God damn it. Like, being exactly perfect is almost too good. But you can't do that either, because then you'll end up overshooting. The tolerances are all wrong. It's all wrong. Why did they make it wrong? God damn it. Look, we're just gonna do this, and we're gonna be done with this whole chocobo flying thing, and then we'll get through with the rest, and we'll just pretend that the stream almost being abandoned and given up on due to my ISP. We'll be able to live with ourselves, pretend this didn't happen. Leave the ISP funnies and this terrible minigame in the past, where it belongs. Honest to God, hot take, maybe not a hot take, this controls worse than original FF7 Chocobo Racing. Like that, I was able to consistently get wins, and it didn't take me this long to really get to grips with original FF7 Chocobo Racing. Like, I got it fairly quickly, and I was able to be carried by the quality of my Chocobo and my own skill. But this is just fucking annoying, and it sucks. So we gotta dive real quick. As soon as we're through this, we dive. There we go, so we don't end up overshooting now. Uh-oh, oh shit, I undershot! God damn it! Oh, I just let go of the stick ever so slightly, and then I just lose all of my upwards momentum. It's just...
Giddy up, girl!
It's gone. It's my upwards momentum has been returned to the live stream. I want it back. I'll fight the planet itself to make this minigame less awful. God damn it, man. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much game, overall. Entirely too much game. Give us again. I was saying I don't know if it was coming through actually because my internet was dying, so I can justify saying it again. Just remove half the content from this game. Cut out all the mini games that suck. In terms of overall side content, like the world intel, Fiend intel, like remove half of it. Just take half of it out of the game. It's very different to what I had to say about FF16, if you'll recall. Because that had... It had the same kind of feeling where it's like, we could maybe do with a bit less side content in this game. But it's in that case, it was hard to really say what they should get rid of. Because, like, all the side quests were good. In this, it's not the side quests. There's just too much side content, generally. Okay, we got that one. We're getting this one. I've not even been doing the side quests in ages. There you go. Fuck off. Yeah, you do have to get a perfect score. 7,200. I think that was the target score anyway. It's close enough. Jesus Christ. Horrible. Was it worth it for one Cosmetite ore? Probably not. Probably not in the actual slightest. Like, we do have transmutation things that require that. You see if there's anything I can do with it right now. All my shit's on the wrong window now. I like closed out of everything because I ended the stream. And then I had to start it back up again when the internet was working again. Yeah, this takes Cosmetite. High ethers. We do want that. I knew I wanted Cosmetite. Ooh, this takes Chromite. Make the Commander's Bracer. There might be an upgraded form of that too. It's just generally good, so let's get that. Thanks much. Do we have an upgrade? There's the Abyssal, which I guess I needed Exquisite Beast Hides for. Well, I can get that. Don't know if I'll actually use it at all, but it's there. No, we don't have that upgrade, but maybe it'll come as a recipe from digging in this region. The upgrade in Outlaws would be nice, though. But anyway, now I get to, well, we're continuing this side quest, but that part of my life is over now. Good God. Yeah, I remember, I kind of forgot about it for a while. I was considering switching my ISP or something a while ago because they are inconsistent and kind of terrible. You know, shit like what has happened today. I mean, shit this bad doesn't happen often, but somewhat inconsistently there are disastrous events like that. There was a period where my internet was down for like a week because one of their, I don't know, boxes overheated or something. It's very annoying. Have we looked at the Chocobo drip for this region yet? I don't know if we have. Oh, that's just where you change it out. I don't know if we have the option to buy it yet. That would explain why we haven't been able to look at it yet.
Guessing something bad happened out there?
Yeah. Oh, you're not who we're talking to. Hold on, get out of my face. She does have dialogue for, like, this step of the quest, though. Nice attention to detail. Okay, another course. Of course, there's a course.
Apony, what are you doing? Why are you still following
A course
me?
is a course,
You know
of course,
I can't
of
ride
course.
you anymore.
Where?
Apony, I'm sorry, but I can't. I just can't.
Says who?
Let's see if one more course will change your
I'm
mind.
gonna prove to you that there's no other bird that can fly like Apony. I will.
Yeah, Yuffie's all the way invested in fixing her trauma now. She's not even really being a brat about it anymore. Barrier materia earrings? Okay. I mean, I'm probably just gonna go for the perfect score. You know what I'm like. Because, you know, if I don't do it, there's gonna be that itch. So I'm gonna have to time this perfectly. So, like, so these are right in the middle as we launch. That's annoying. At least it's right at the start, but yeah, no, we fucked that up already. Yeah, this is awful. Whoever was in charge of designing these courses should not be allowed to no, that's too late. Should not be allowed to design things like this ever again. This penchant for designing courses that require you to be exactly perfect and are devastatingly punishing if you make even a single mistake. This is horrible, horrible game design. Okay, do we want to go from, like, when they're crossed over, and then they'll cross over again at the exact timing? Yeah. There you go. See, now I know the timing, but I shouldn't have to do that. Okay, now it seems like we have options. Unless we're just supposed to meander around. No, yeah, this is doable. Yeah, you're just supposed to meander. See, I don't mind this. I don't mind it being like, oh, you've got to figure out the exact course instead of it being an obvious straight line. I think that's good. Again, that's skill expression. That's good. But still, it's kind of just learn how to do it perfectly, and if you screw up, then fuck you. Do it again. Oh, God, I did that. That was me. Hold on. Okay, let's just play it out. Let's just play it out. Yeah, the word... Oh, okay, I did not get any altitude from that. But the word that always comes to mind with things like this, with that kind of difficulty, where it's just like, oh, just learn to do it perfectly by bashing your head against the wall for an indeterminate amount of time. The word that always comes to mind is Konami. God damn it, I missed one. Bit early, I guess. Even all these years later, I have not forgiven Konami for the way that all those early Castlevania games were. That kind of arcade... It is like an arcade design mindset. Where, you know, instead of just making a good game, we make a game that's really annoying and trial and error-y, and we just make you bash your head against it until you get it right. And then surely you'll get your money's worth out of it. No! That is not what good game design is. It's just the mindset of trying to drain quarters out of people at arcades. Well, we're beyond that. The arcade is dead, okay? Even Konami doesn't make that kind of game anymore. Largely because they don't make games at all. Outside of, you know, farming them out to slot studios. Right. Okay, so we going... Oh, I see. This moves. Okay, I thought we were going to have to, like, circle back around, but no, this is doable. Okay, don't go too low just in case they go back up. Okay, I missed that one. Okay, let's live with it and see what happens. Maybe we don't have to be exactly perfect just this one time. Cope, by the way. Cope. Okay. Yep, dipping down just a little bit. We don't screw up. Through these. Enough. And yeah, the fact that you can't move the camera means you're always diving, like you're diving and then ascending up to where you can't see. Oh, it was over here. Oh, well. Well, I guess that's on me for not knowing exactly where the next ring is. That's another thing. No, I don't want to... Whatever. Like, that's another thing that games that do this kind of thing well do.
See me? I aced it.
No, you didn't.
And it's all
Is,
Chocobo.
you know, there's like a little on-screen display. There's like an arrow or a pointer that points to where the next ring is supposed to be. This doesn't do that. So sometimes you're just like that,
The
blind.
day I fell, I got overconfident. Figured I had the race in the bag.
I don't know how you do any of this shit and become any amount of confident.
I wasn't focused.
This makes me never want to touch a chocobo ever again.
Corner, Apony and we got out of sync. Before
I don't
knew
care
it,
about your sub story. I
in
just
the
want to
dirt.
get that score so I never have to do this again.
Apony jumped in front to try and protect me. And because of that, she got herself hurt. So I just can't get back in the saddle. I can't. What if I hurt her again? I'd never forgive myself.
It wasn't about her.
You're up,
It was
Miss
about
Clark.
Apony.
Put those Chocobo interpreting skills to work.
What? I don't have that power. Do we?
It was terrible.
Oh,
accident,
Cloud. He's
but
doing his best.
We've learned from that experience and can grow as Chocobo and Rider and strive.
Well,
to
Apony's not
repeat
correcting
past
us, so
mistakes.
we've got to be on the
Once
right
we've
track
healed
at least.
Shani, let's race together again.
You got that?
Apony.
Well, there you go. She did it. But I'm going to need her back to get that score and also to get around to all this side content. All this slop.
I'll rest up. Do whatever it takes to get back in racing shape. Until
Yeah,
then,
give her
someone
back.
looking after her for me?
Yeah, you're still wounded. Get out of here.
Well, yeah. She still needs exercise, and I won't be able to take her out for a while. I feel better knowing she's in the hands of a rider I can trust. I'm sorry for making you worry, Mom. I promise I won't give up. Not again.
That's all I
Yeah,
wanted
you know,
to
it's
hear.
like it's
Be
a
warned,
good
when I'm
little
healed up,
emotional
you're going
side
down.
quest. If you SP for red, sweet.
Bring it
Um,
on.
yeah. But like, if you completely remove it from the context of the gameplay required as part of the side quest, then it's like a good little emotional side quest. It's good. It's effective at that. But when the majority of your time spent in this side quest is not focusing on the characters and the emotional stuff
This
that's
is
going on,
great.
but just no wait, but on how fucking awful this terrible minigame is, it kind of takes away from the emotional weight, and it makes me not care, and it makes me hate it. It's like that one on that stream where I got really annoyed and stopped early. Man, why am I so unlucky? I mean, well, last time it was because of the weather and I was annoyed with the game. Yeah, things like that keep happening with this game. I'm not letting it happen this time, though. That's why we're back. We're here again, doing it. Here we go. But yeah, it's like the side quests, we've not done many in a while. You could probably remove all those too. I would definitely say that this game's side quests, and definitely remake side quests, are worse than 16's. Because I think 16's were interesting, and they kind of taught us more about the world that we were in, with 16 being, you know, wholly original, not just a remake like this. Whereas this is just kind of like, you know, here's a story that realistically could be happening in any game. It doesn't necessarily need to be in Final Fantasy VII. Just replace. I mean, it could be a chocobo in any Final Fantasy, but oh Jesus, okay, thought I wouldn't make it there. You know, just have it be a horse, and it wouldn't hit any different. Like, it didn't give us any kind of unique spin or information about like this world or its characters. Like, you just don't need it. Not in any way necessary. No! Missed it again! Oh, this shit sucks, man. Why did they make it that you have to do it perfectly? Like, no other minigames that we do require you to get it perfect. Like, since it's a points-based thing, the thing that comes to mind is all the various box-breaking minigames that we've had to do. And never before, to get the highest grade reward, have we needed to break every single box in a box-breaking minigame. That has never once been a requirement. But here, for some reason, you need to hit every single gate. And again, I don't know. I think the target score is 9,600. So we'll see if that is, like, if that is the combined total of every single gate. But, like, the ones you're most likely to miss in the first place are the ones that are worth the most. So, like, maybe I could miss a 100 gate and get away with it. But in what universe would I ever miss a 100 gate? Because they're extremely easy. They're huge, they don't move. And they're always placed right along the path. You would have to actively avoid them. Hey, just don't screw up the last bit. You know, the bit at the start is annoying, but at least I learned that quickly, and now I can do it consistently. But this bit, I have to get through the rest of it to even attempt this. I gotta dive earlier. That's been my failing. I keep overshooting this thing. Dive now. Nearly let go of the stick early, and then we inexplicably just turn over to the right here. Oh my god, am I gonna miss that 500? I think I'm gonna miss that 500. Oh, fuck my life.
That should do it.
Why? And yeah, we were 500 off the target score, so you do have to hit every single gate to get a perfect score. Why? Why did they make it like that? It really does feel like, I don't know if it was an intern or what, but it feels like the the mindset behind this minigame is different from the mindset behind, like, every other minigame we've played up till now. It is never... I mean, one, it just sucks. But two, we've never had this bad of a combination of it sucking and the controls being bad, but also demanding absolute, complete perfection with no error. Who? What the fuck was that? Did I just fly under it? Oh. What was the reward for this again? I'm just not doing this. Fuck off with this. Fuck off with this. Dog shit. I guess, actually, no. It probably is the same person who's... Yeah, what was the reward again? Barrier materia earrings, which I'm never going to use. Yeah, fuck that. There is one case where we've been able to... Or where we've been asked for total perfection with a terrible control scheme. And that was the workout minigame. And that one I also gave up on. Didn't give it as much a time of day as I did this. I don't know why I gave this such effort.
Hope you find what it is you're looking for.
Quem. Never say quem again. But yes, right. Let me have a look. What drip do we got? With multiple areas behind. Oh, mystical set. That's okay. They're costing 4 plumes each now? Oh, shit. Well, I'm behind. I'm just gonna catch up on what we were missing out on. The rodeo drip is pretty good. So I need one more to complete this set. We'll wait until we can do that. Hold on, let me go to the drip shop over here so I can actually put that on. But yeah, that is awful. I don't feel bad about giving up on it right now. Who knows if I'll ever come back to it. Like, there's like no chance in the world that I'm ever gonna like actually 100% and like platinum this game, because that requires you to do it on like the harder difficulty, which at this point, doing everything, even one playthrough, is, I would say, overstaying its welcome. Like, the core gameplay is good, the main story is good, which is why I'm still going. But the game at large is overstaying its welcome. Can I go over this now? No! This still doesn't work! So that was all for nothing, and I still can't do these glides. Like, is there some button input that I don't know about? No, it just doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Okay, time to do a Google. Why can't I do this? FF7 Rebirth, Cosmo Canyon, ramp not working. Why? Why ramp no work? Yeah, I figured this would happen. Here's people having the same misunderstanding I had last time, where it's like, these ones are blocked off by ropes, but even the ones that aren't blocked off by ropes I can't use. Yeah, okay, so that's not my issue. Make sure you're using the correct ramps. I am doing that. I'm not seeing anything. No, that's an area I haven't gotten to yet. That's someone getting stuck in a different way. No. I can't find anyone else having the same issue as me. It wasn't the side quest. I didn't need to do the side quest at all. Is that someone looking for the main plot? Yeah, that's someone looking for the main plot. No, I have that route. Hold on. I got the chocobo, but it just won't fly. I finished the main quest line. I'm right before going to Nibelheim. I want to explore the area, but I don't know what's wrong, but my chocobo won't let me. Tried going to another area like Costa del Sol and came back. Nothing changes. Rebooting the game didn't work. It was the L3 that wasn't working. I was using L3 to dash the whole time, but it doesn't work on the jump pads in Cosmo. Using R2 works just fine. Huh? Is that it? I thought I had used R2, but is it just that? Okay, it's just that. Okay, you need to be... There's no indication that that's the case, but you need to be holding R2 instead of just sprinting onto it in the way that would feel normal and natural. Again, maybe should have spent a little bit more time polishing the area traversal instead of making the worst minigame imaginable. But anyway, now I get to do side content. And since we'll have fast travel down here, I'll... oh, I should switch Barrett out. Forgot about that. But I will never need to do any of that shit again. Never need to go off a ramp. Well, I probably will have to go off a ramp, but I'm not going to have to go off that ramp again because I can just fast travel. Hey, get mastered, idiot. So what are you going to do now, Phoenix? It's doing Crimson Rondieu. Whatever that is. I guess that's good. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, like, where/when I'd want to use it. And with whom. Damn. Get blown up. Okay, that's done. So we can... Well, we can switch out for Aerith and Yuffie, I guess. Just blow through this real quick. There we go. Get owned. There we go. Right, let's switch up the party. Right, so we want to edit party. We want to have Aerith and Yuffie. It's been a hot minute since we played with Yuffie as well. Now, I might want to go back to just physical DPS Cloud since we've got Aerith, and Aerith is pretty decent as a caster. And so is Yuffie, potentially, so... Not the most comfortable loadout. But let's think. Right, you don't have that on anymore. I'll give you Phoenix back, I think. I don't know, though. Yes, I had her... I had the HP absorption on. No, I won't do that. I think... I think I'll... We have, like, an ice on you already. I'd like to do Magnify Ice, because we fight a lot of fiends, and they're always weak to ice. So... Let's do a bit of Magnify. I guess, yeah, Magnify haste. Well, I mean, we're doing regular-ass fights. We don't need to worry about haste. It's fine. Right, we have prayer on. Just regular healing. We don't have any slots here. She does have 3 weapon skill slots now. Fire damage. Cool. Enduring ward. That's good. Increase MP absorbed with soul drain. Magic attack power. Altruistic buff. MP reprieve. Oh, and that's the one that saves you from death. Might go Spiritual Harvest and Magic Attack Power if I'm building, like, Black Mage Aerith. But I need to think about how I'm doing that. Probably we do want our... Do we want it to just have healing, or do we want it to have just prayer? I do want to keep leveling prayer. I'll try using just prayer for a bit. And then we can get the rest of our elements on. I mean, we have the dual elements. We do have a slot free, actually. Yeah, take the lightning and wind back. Then we got fire and ice represented. And... I don't know what else we'd want. Could barrier? Just put barrier on, just so we have that. And we could do barrier, maybe. Yeah, go with that. That's fine. Are you good equipment-wise? Yeah, we have stuff that would be better for you. Yeah, we got 2 Road Warrior bangles, which no one is using. Yeah, gotta pay attention to that. Yeah, Yuffie, I haven't equipped stuff on you for a while. We haven't used you for a while. You've definitely got better stuff. Wow, that's 33 defense. Oh, she was doing pretty poor on that front, huh? Could balance her out. Well, that would just be balancing her in the other direction. I guess this is fine. Yeah, but I don't know. I try to think about it, like what is better to have on each character between physical and magic defense. But generally, everyone's getting hit with a bit of everything, even if they're staying out of range. I mean, in often cases, you don't get to choose that you're staying out in range. Enemies will just come to you. So, really, a generally well-rounded defense is what you'd want to go for. Right, we have silence immunity on her, which is good. Yuffie is missing a bunch of shit because I've been cannibalizing her for materia. She's going to get her revenge eventually. But what do we even want on her? Like... we can't do Magnify Haste because we already have Magnify Ice going. We might switch that back around. She could apply us some buffs. Am I gonna... I don't know. Am I gonna leave Revival on Cloud? Maybe. 'Cause if I'm just gonna make him physical again. That might be the way. Let's see. What kind of things do we have? Reach and Dispel, Sleep, Gravity. Like maybe I'll use some of these non-pure elemental magics. I mean, I always put these on and then don't use them, but at least they get an AP, I guess. Yeah, have a bit of sleep. She can do statuses. We'll have her do statuses, and we'll see if I remember to use them. No guarantees. No guarantees whatsoever. Yeah, elemental. Elemental. We could put elemental on her. I've always just kept this on Cloud, but it could be good on Yuffie, especially since she can just throw her shuriken out and just have that damage going passively. You know what? Sure. I'm gonna do that. God, how long's it been since I accessed this menu? I have to remember how to get back here. But yeah, I'm gonna give the Youthster that. And then I'm gonna give her that weapon skill for the time being. Yeah, I would still like Steel to be on her though. There we go. Yeah, you can have that, and then we'll move the exit out of that, but whatever. We can put some more various passive effects on Cloud, because you don't have many right now. Yeah, give him speed, give him luck, what have you. Does he have a HP up on right now? He has an MP up, which I don't really need on him. Barrett has 2 HP ups, so I think we can take one of those. We could do like a... thingy, a level boost with one of these as well. Let's just move some things out here. Make room for that. I just done it on my weapon as well, but it's done now. Think about what we want to do, what stat we want with that. There is strength up. If I'm having him be pure physical, I can take that off my wife, upgrade the strength up. That could be the way. For pure physical Cloud, anyway. There you go, level boost. And he can just have stuff that's good for that. Give him, like, the good guard stuff again. Lock up could be nice. Potential crits. Maybe. As with any game that has luck as a stat, I have no idea how luck works, but... yeah, give him that, why not? And the one that gives you more ATB or something. Yeah, Barrett has First Strike. We don't really need First Strike with Cloud. I don't have any specific thing in mind for him with that. ATB Stagger. Yeah, Steadfast Block. I don't really block that much with Barrett anyway. They can have Steadfast Block. There we go. That'll do. And I'm Magnus. Not so fun fact. My second Discord account for games I play got hacked. Oh no! By got hacked, do you mean you fell for an obvious phishing scam? Because I you know, I don't want to be too harsh, but also 99% of the time when people say got hacked, they do not in fact mean they got hacked. They mean they did something stupid. And you know, I've been there. I'm not going to judge too harshly. I've been phished before. I've been scammed before. You know, Hands in the air. Don't even know. Out of the blue. Really? Okay. Oh, you may have actually been hacked then. Somehow. Unless there's something you've forgotten. But, you know, you may be the 1%. You may very well be. I doubt it, but, sorry. I do doubt it, but, you know. That's the way it is. It's one of those things where the average Joe does not have the strongest grasp of cybersecurity, which is, you know, shouldn't need to necessarily, but also it just bothers me when people get terminology wrong, you know? Like when people say decimate, I'm the kind of guy that always corrects people on decimate, because decimate isn't that desirable. Like, decimate is only destroying 10% of something. You can go way further than decimation. Just chatting and suddenly my account started sending out Steam gift card scams. Okay, yeah, if you didn't, like, if you have no memory of clicking at any, like, suspicious links or, like, you know, if you, like, gave something access to your Discord, like an extension or, I don't know, some Discord server or something, then it could be, but I don't know. It could be like you had a compromised password. Yeah, you could have had a weak password that was compromised, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I guess there probably are people or bots that will just sweep accounts and try compromised passwords for the purpose of perpetrating those kinds of scams. Because the way it usually goes is, like, you'll have someone do that scam to you, you fall for it, and then your account also ends up spreading it. I don't know. I can't speak on it, though, because I don't have all the intel. Interesting, though. Interesting. Right, what are we doing? We were doing magic attack power. We can get rid of that. Stagger recovery is okay. Is there anything else we want? More damage and Punisher. I'm kind of happy with that. Didn't even remember my passwords. It's most likely it was too weak. Yeah, it probably would be something like that then. Yeah, understandable. Can't really blame you too much. Being as it is. You're one of the rare cases where, I guess you're not blameless, because again, your password could have been stronger, but less blame than most people who say they've been hacked. So you've got that going for you. Right, so we gotta think about using our new weapon abilities as well. So ATB ward, which, yeah, just seems pretty good. And actually, did I put the ATB improvement on? We had a thing for that. Like, enduring ward feels like it would be pretty good with this, right? Yeah. I mean, the proficiency bonus is one time, but the actual effect doesn't seem like it is. So that seems like it would be pretty good. Yeah, I could get rid of the fire damage. We still got overall magic damage increased. And go with enduring ward instead. And then Youthster. Been a minute since we played as her. I've got to remember to be doppelgangering, of course. I guess the doppelganger will also do shooting star as well, which is, you know, multi-target. That'd be interesting. Paranoid as hell. Even have the warning for links left on. Yeah, right. Fair enough then. Yeah. You're, again, better. You truly are the 1%. I gotta apologize for my doubt. But you truly are the 1% of cybersecurity. I.e., you give any amount of a shit about your cybersecurity. But yeah, that'll happen. You gotta do what I do, which I guess is an option. Which is just, you know, randomly generate all your passwords. So I don't know my passwords, but they are very secure. Where the hell's the thing? Did I miss it on the way up? Where's the button? I missed the button? Is it like all the way at the bottom? Not there. Where's the button? Huh? What? Wait, what about that slide? Oh, it's here! It's at the bottom! Why is it here? God damn it, just put it at the top. Give me you don't need to take away my reasons to climb the funny tower. There we go. But I don't know. Maybe it's them being trolls. Maybe they did it as a joke, knowing very well that my first thought is to climb the tower. Bastards. There's a bunch of stuff. I'm sure Chud is going to have things to say. No? No, not for that one. I guess, no, that wasn't our first tower. I was thinking that it was, but we did get one on the way into the area. But yeah, let's just start methodically clearing the place out. We kind of... You probably... I don't think you were here for it, Magnus, but my internet was shitting the bed earlier. And I didn't get that picture. I guess that's kind of up there. I have to go back up for that. Yeah, my internet was shitting the bed in a way it's never shat the bed before, where my upload was just too bad to stream. But then it fixed itself, so I had to... This is like the third instance of the stream. So we've been actually been going a little bit longer. My hope was to get all of the side content in the area done today, which I may still be able to do. But just need to be right. Do I have? I don't have doppelganger. I should probably get doppelganger on a hotkey. Yeah, hopefully I'll still be able to get everything done today, but we'll see how it goes. Might be nightmarish. Yeah, WF. We love WF. Swear to God. The one thing I'm always awkward about with Yuffie is the throw. Like, I feel like I correctly hit triangle several times during that combo, and it took me until, like, third or fourth attempt to actually throw it out. You're weak to ice. Yeah, look at the shuriken doing its work with the elemental. That's a good one. Yeah, also, you should be using maneuverability. There you go. So, kind of draws enemies in, too, potentially. There's proficiency bonus. Do it again. Or don't. Alright, very nice. Got scared as fuck when it happened. Apologized to all community I know it was sent to and deleted all the links. Luckily, I only got kicked out and banned from 3 communities I was on, so damage control is there. Yeah, you've done a good job, honestly. Again, I'm sorry for doubting you. You actually handled it fairly well. I mean, again, it was only partially your responsibility instead of it being a huge fuck-up. So, honestly, in that case, because again, I fell for something that, like what I was describing, where you just click on a dodgy link. I fell for something like that within the last year. So, honestly, you're better than me. I bow to you and your OPSEC skills. Nice, I can climb over that. Be the goodies. Thank you. But yeah, well done with the immediate cleanup as well. It's very responsible. Fury takes flight. Right, we're gonna have to assess all these. The yellow birds. Drodros. They make themselves angry. Yeah, the normal ones do that. They're gold. Rare ski variants prone to more extreme emotional fluctuations than their more common counterpart, expressing their anger and sorrow with their whole bodies. They release a unique pheromone that hypnotizes foes into taking on the Drodro's feelings as their own. Oh, so they like... Yeah, I'm inflicted with fury right now. They do that. I see. Bit of doppel. We should definitely be setting up Aerith to generate our ATB as well with ATB ward. Okay. Does my ward exist? Did it get... Fuck. I have to do a limit? Oh, I guess, yeah, because we have Fury, which increases your limit gain. Oh, there you go. Limit. Yeah, limit now. Forget about the abilities for a second. We have a limit. Oh, Aerith nearly dead. And I didn't set her up with the heals. Shit, so we don't have heals. Oh, that's bad. Go ahead and just do an ATB ward then. If you die, you die. But we get proficiency, so that's the important thing at the end of the day. You're donezo. We're getting towards a stagger. Nice and easy. Supreme Art of War! There you go. And Aerith didn't even die. Because we put on the pressure. Very nice. Oh, right. I should switch out Cloud's weapon as well, since we're doing pure physical now. Forgot to do that. Get even more attack stat. Hold up. Yeah, a lot of things I've done wrong. God damn it. Oh, yeah, right. Prayer. I keep forgetting about prayer. I wanted to do it via prayer. That's why she doesn't have healing on. I remember. Yes. I'm just stupid. Give me a break. There's been a lot going on today. Yeah, so Sleep Blade is just best for pure physical. We're, oh, actually not down a materia slot, because we're not using the Umbral Blade. So we're equivalent materia-wise, but we have the weapon slot. So ATB charge rate, attack power, plus more slashes and Punisher. More ATB when performing actions. Probably got to be that. 5% gauge on weapon ability. Like, ATB charge rate sounds just better. I don't know specific. Like, what do they mean by performing actions? Does that mean just regular attacks? Does it mean using abilities? Is weapon abilities just abilities, or is abilities a separate thing, or do they mean weapon abilities as like ones that are specifically linked to weapons? I don't know. Happened 3 times in such a short period. My Twitter, Ripple Hack. My Roblox, money stealing attempts from Germans and Russian locations. And now my Discord. Yeah, you really, I really, you know, third time's, no, not third time's a charm, but, you know, fool me once, etc., etc. You gotta, I think you gotta do a general, sweeping review on your passwords. Get them bitches updated. Maybe use a password generator to get some really strong ones. Maybe use a password manager. I don't know if you do or not. I do. I've been a password manager enjoyer for years now, and I've not had to remember a password in ages, and they're all extremely secure. And good thing is as well, if all your passwords are just different randomly generated passwords, if one of them does somehow get compromised, then, you know, it doesn't pose any risk to any of your other accounts, which is nice. Very much change them now, of course. But, you know, maybe consider the things that haven't been affected yet. But, I mean, if you have done that, then great. Again, you're better than me. I got nothing to teach you. You're further ahead of it than me, certainly. Is there anything else we want? Oh, switching armlet could be good. We'd be losing a materia slot, but commanders is pretty good. A lot of these are just better, really. Yeah, commanders is very equal. Sure. I'm losing out on one of the yellow materia that I like, though. Yeah, we don't have enemy skill now. I kind of like these. Kind of like all these too, really. I'm giving up on something by switching it out. Yeah, lock up. It's not like we're specifically building for crit or anything right now. Yeah, that's fine. Give me enemy skill back. There we go. Okay, so that's good. We do have heal. It's just on ability. And not as actual magic. Just as long as I remember that, it'll be fine. As long as I remember that. But this is good practice in using prayer. If I give myself no other option but to use prayer, I will naturally end up actually using prayer. I have to deprive myself. I have to put myself in the healing materia deprivation tank. So is that intel up there? I guess we'll just circle around. We've got our summon thing. Right, we got to do Bahamut Arisen or whatever he's called. Again, Neo Bahamut. Not much left. Old ass Amino account, a Star Wars The Old Republic account I still use sometimes. I mean, yeah, if you're on top of it, then hell yeah. Right, there's a jump spot here. We're getting into fights. We're generally wanting to get into fights. Gotta use my moves.
Good to go. So it's my turn.
And Stone Golems, you're new. Let's give you an assess. Autonomous dolls made of redstone that abide in arid environments. Powered by the live stream, they were created by the Cetra long ago to eradicate approaching enemies with mechanical precision. Huh. So there's effectively just Cetra war machines wandering around this region. They lose energy whenever they attack or take damage. They become pressured once their energy is exhausted. Vulnerable to wind. Okay.
I'll take care of
Anyway, back to Aerith. I should be using Combat Savior. I'm remembering to use even my synergies. Wow. Isn't that incredible? Anyway, ATB ward.
Don't give up now, you guys. Get ready. Get him. That's it.
No, so if I get an ATB charge now, nothing happens. But yeah, everyone's getting ATB whenever I get ATB. That's how it works. Oh god, it's 2 ATB for prayer. There you go. Pray.
There.
That's good. Yeah, pray's good. Thanks, Combat Savior. Yeah, pray's good. Pray's good. I've been sleeping on pray for like 2 whole games, basically. Yeah, this works great. This works great. Throw shooting star out there. We need to work on that too. Oh wait, I think it is because like I'm being Yuffie in the ATB ward, and we're still getting that big ATB gain on everyone. Does it actually work like that, where anyone can trigger its effect, not just Aerith? That's kind of crazy. I guess the wards do that generally. It's just that the effects generally benefit Aerith the most. But no, that's really good. I like ATB ward. Live stream enemy? No, thankfully, no. Well, I mean, we have had the live stream as a character once, but she didn't do anything. It was just a boss fight. But no, the live stream, not live stream. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up with something like that. There's plenty of television broadcasts. We've been labeled terrorists on TV before. Maybe it'll happen. I don't know. Right, so those are still cooking. But I do want to remember to change up my hotkeys a bit. Yeah, Soul Drain I gotta remember to use. Although we're not really using MP for healing right now. But I do want to remember to use Soul Drain. Sorcerer's Storm is good. Arcane Ward is good, but I think ATB Ward is going to be generally more good for us right now. I mean, I might switch off Radiant Ward. Can you have more than one ward up at a time? I'm not sure. But ATB Ward is priority right now, of course. And Youthster. Brumal Form is good, but I never remember to use it. I should just take Fire Ninjutsu off because, you know, there are often times where I need to pick the specific element. And, yeah, you have to have them separate as hotkeys, which is weird. Yeah, give me that. Yeah, we definitely want Doppelganger. Blindside, I don't really use. That can be Shooting Star. There you go. Accuracy. The enemy's live on Twitch. You must kill their Twitch.tv. Maybe that's what happened earlier. Because like I said, my internet was dying in a weird and new way. Maybe it was some kind of preemptive attack. The fight has already begun. I didn't even realize it. My God. Is there anything I'd want to switch out here? I've got to remember to use Sonic Boom more. Yeah, a lot of other stuff is just stuff I'd rather go into the menu to use. That's fine. All right, then. Organizing the team. We're making it work. Right, that was just a random fight. We're going this way. Oh, God. Might get into less random fights now because we're near... got every ability we want mastered. Right, I got to hold R2 on these ramps, not click in the stick. That's how it works. Because, yeah, we're going to have plenty of fights by means of Fiend Intel and what have you. Oh, God damn it. Should just be a button. Just have it be a button. Yeah, show me Bahamut Arisen. What does he look like? I mean, it's going to look like Bahamut. It's going to be a big humanoid dragon. Oh, Okay, I gotta pay attention. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay, I'll try. Okay, I can look at the design now. He's kind of phoenixy almost. Maybe it's just the lighting, but I don't think so. He's very red. Yeah, that's a sick ass Bahamut. So square, triangle, square, triangles, square, circle, square, circle. Okay. There you go. I just had to remember. I was looking at the last square before we switched to circle. And then I was just remembering, yeah, we alternate with circle and square after that. There you go. That was like the first challenging one of these sanctuaries. Yep, Chadley's gonna say like, oh, we got the intel on Bahamut Arisen. You should come fight him in VR to gain him.
I managed to extract the necessary
As if we don't already know this.
This should allow me to strengthen your materia.
Thank you. Twitch exists in FF7. Sephiroth would have a cooking channel. We're waiting for Cloud to do all the quests and side quests. Yeah. Here's a wholesome home-cooked meal you can make with purely ingredients you can find here at the Northern Crater. Not only that, it's healthy too. There's a mysterious studio audience. No, there's a studio audience of just whispers. Going, ooh, ah. Wow. So do we have to glide over to this bit to get here? Is that the angle? Cutting up all his ingredients with his sword, of course. There you go this way. Yeah, I don't mind this. This is like with Gungaga again, where we have to figure out how to use the area movement gimmicks to traverse to where you want to get to. I think that's good. That's good gameplay. It's just, you know, the other stuff they have had us do with the chocobo gliding thus far has not been good. Look at the bunnies. There. How to Sephiroth. Just every recipe he shows. Ooh, 10 chromite. Every recipe he shows, for some reason, just seems to involve like skewering and impaling the food. Like there's a lot of kebabs and a lot of things on skewers, meat being rotated over an open flame, and he always does it with his sword. Really weird. Don't know why he's got that particular hyperfixation, but there you have it. Ingredients. There we go. Here we are. Shiny. Templeway Life Spring. Coming through. Coming through. I'm stuck. Ah. Chocobo controls. Oh, I miss my buggy. I miss my buggy so much. Such a shame you don't get it for very long. We don't have many areas where you're allowed to use it. I mean, just one. Like half an area. Well, you know, you get to use it in all of Corral, pretty much. Yeah, it's a shame because it just controls so much better than the Chocobos. We getting region intel? I'll take the lore. Yes? Maybe? Or a dig site?
By analyzing the life spring data,
Dig site's also
I was able
exciting.
to locate an old
Yes.
transmitter chip.
Good.
First, look for a weathered old ship, then scour the surrounding area. I trust
Okay.
you'll have no trouble finding this distinctive landmark.
I mean, I'm just gonna go to the spot on the map rather than follow your instructions. Yeah, it's right there. What kind of game do you think this is? We don't do just immersive in-universe directions here. Might as well fast travel out, I guess. Chocobo me over. Pranking weird couple at Ruined Temple, impaling one of them. Bro, it's just a prank. The camera's right there. Aerith gets back up, revealing that she's not dead, holding a sign saying "successful prank." Right. Let's see what this thing is. Let's do some proto relic. Yeah, this is it. The planetological ruins.
Signal. The source appears to be somewhere in the canyon's ruins.
Guess it makes sense. The planetologist would also be here. But
Wait.
are we doing cool planetary energy shit? What? Oh. Oh no, she's getting all excited.
Where are you? No need to be
God, like,
shy,
again she's involved. Like, the last 3 regions, Proto-Relic, have all involved Yuffie as a key character. Because we had her getting cactard, and then we had her hanging out. She's singing it. Had her hanging out during the VR missions, the Turk VR training. And now she's here, sniffing out materia. Yeah, I guess, you know, she's introduced later in the game, but can we please let other characters shine a little bit? Or, you know, reduce the limitations on how many characters can be involved in this side content, maybe. Oh shit, it's you guys! Yeah, I was like, Billy Bob looked somewhat familiar somehow, and then I looked over at Nio, and I was like, holy shit, it's Nio!
Nothing can kill this bloom.
Yeah, and they get to meet up with Yuffie again. Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
Say, where's
Oh. Oh no, they don't know.
Yeah.
Sonon's fucking dead. Hey, Barrett. Hmm.
Where are my manners?
Oh.
These guys are from Avalanche HQ. They're the ones who helped me out back in Midgard.
I'm very surprised and happy to see him again.
Y'all were at the Shinra building, weren't you? Tell me. Was Wedge with you? Or did you see him?
Important catch-up.
If you can tell me anything at all, please.
Oh, Barrett.
He...
Oh, I love Barrett.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Damn.
I need to know.
Only Yuffie slop for you. I mean, it's good. It's not slop. I'm mainly just jesting. Yuffie's great. And, you know, she's getting a lot of much-needed fleshing out in the remakes.
We wanted to help. We really
You know, I'm happy because we're getting Barrett. And we're, you know, he's getting closure on some of the things that happen in Midgard from this, too. This is very worthwhile. And, yeah, it's these guys. So, of course, Yuffie's involved. She's the only one who knows them.
Drop another, unless we stopped them. HQ needed volunteers to help storm the Shinra building. This was our chance.
We knew it was the right thing to do. All of us.
Yeah, so that's what they got up to after the events of Intergrade. They were there with Wedge.
Ended up being assigned to the same truck.
Oh my god, we got Wedge content out of this too. He's got a sandwich.
We'll infiltrate the building via the underground parking facility.
And yeah, the like Avalanche HQ trooper outfits. Been a minute since we've seen those.
We've lost contact with Lucia's team. I think we have to assume they're all...
That's enough. First, we'll check in with Matt.
On it.
Yeah, my favorite FF7 character, Matt.
Let me just scooch on over here. I'm Wedge with the Splinter Cell.
Oh no.
Barrett's crew.
They all have like extremely positive memories of Wedge being a cool guy.
It'll help you calm down.
Thank you.
You know, I was holding out hope, like maybe he's still alive. But I didn't think we'd actually get like actual Wedge in cutscenes with voice acting in this game. Very pleasant surprise. Yeah, definitely. This is, I mean, I don't know how this is going to play into the Proto-Relic stuff, but getting this is entirely worth time spent. It's that staircase! Wedge had to go up there. Got it even worse than Barrett.
Come on, man. Get the lead out. Don't want to be left behind. Thanks for the assist.
Only PTSD for everyone. Yeah! Can't be too happy for too long. Even when they're being goofy like this, you gotta remember, he's about to die. Hey, it's the mayor!
At long last, we're gonna take back our world, find the bastards who stole it, and send them to hell.
Hell yeah. Night Christ dance, hello.
I've got friends up there who need to know we're coming.
Very happy that my boy, well, he's not alive, but we're getting Wedge content.
Want them to get hurt, sir.
Yeah!
Catch up, right?
He's the coolest.
We're all fired up, ready to fight.
And yeah, that's why he, you know, we didn't see Nio and Billy Bob and the others. Wedge was doing his own thing when we saw him die, probably die. Yeah, nice to fill in where they were during all this, since they, you know, didn't really exist until Integrate. Oh. Yeah, when we saw him, quote-unquote, die, he was getting pushed out the window by whispers. Oh, yeah, there it is. I was going to say, are we going to see the moment of his death? Yes, here we go. Splat. Yeah, that's a hard wedge splat. Confirmed dead. That's looking like a confirmed death.
It was him.
Fuck. There go my hopes.
Thank you.
Oh.
Damn it.
I feel the same, Barrett.
Don't worry. It's all good.
Oh, his spirit's here. He's speaking to us from the live stream. What?
Y'all heard that, right?
So he's definitely dead because he's in the live stream, but we get to talk to him.
Barrett, those who pass on.
Yeah, and
become
Yuffie
one
gets
with the
some
life
perspective
stream.
on the truth
I know
of
what you're
planetology
talking
in the
about,
live
but
stream. Good
it
for her
was
too.
Probably just the wind.
Oh, it was definitely him. And we got a robot from Magnus.
In times past,
Who we
the
got?
Cetra came to fonts like
Go
these
through.
to
There you go,
place
drone.
to
I do
lost.
need the emotional support right now.
There aren't many left, so we wanted to help
Okay.
preserve the few still standing. It felt like the least we could do, you know? For all those who returned to the planet.
Hey, Barrett, why don't we give them a hand?
Yeah,
Help them
I'm
figure
invested in
things out.
this. And if it means we get to hear from Livestream
Is there
Wedge
anything we can do for you?
and just solidify the fact for the main cast that people who died do return to the live stream, so they still exist.
And kind of like relief valves for the live stream.
Huh.
But when they're as busted
Cool.
as this one here,
Cetra tech.
you can't even get close to do repairs. Mako's way too dense.
Hmm.
So we figured we'd use a probe. Fix
Oh.
the fonts remotely.
Oh! Oh! Oh, look at this guy! Speaking of roboties.
Probably better off in a junkyard than with us.
No! He's a perfect baby. Tell him,
Perhaps
Chudders.
I can be of service?
Mm.
Robotics is one of my areas of expertise.
Oh, Robo Chad.
Robot Chadley.
No, give him a different name.
Or Robo Chad, if you prefer something to bring.
Oh, now I don't
At
like
any
him as
rate, You
much.
should now have complete control over him.
I like his
Go
design
on,
though.
Ask him to do something.
Are we controlling him directly, or are we giving him commands? What kind of Ratchet and Clank segment are we talking about here? He'll die. I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to see how it plays out. Anything could happen. I didn't expect to get any Wedge content, yet here we are. In Gears and Gambits, you must program robots with gambits and actions, then send them into battle with the aim of reaching the center of the spring and vanquishing the enemy leader. Oh! Emerging victorious will restore the planetary font. Yeah, we were talking about gambits, weren't we? This is a thing in FF12, right? It's like you would only control your main party member, and you would program the others with gambits. Is that why I was being told about that? So I would have the context going into Gears and Gambits? Huh. Okay, I'm interested though, because I was interested when I was told about gambits before. Okay. How, is this going to be awful? I hope not. I want it to be good. It sounds interesting. I want the programming content to be good. Okay. So, yeah, it's not like it's in its way it's like Fort Condor, but it's also not. So I'm not judging it based on that, because this game's Fort Condor content was fucking wretched. Whereas Integrades was pretty good, actually. It was okay. 3 types of robot can be deployed, each operating in accordance with its gambits and actions, which are programmed prior to the battle. Gambits determine a target, actions determine what the robot will do to that target. This is the minigame I was telling you about. Right. Yeah, it is, and I now have the context that it is an FF12 thing. Good, but not as good. Okay. I'll take that over it being utter dog shit. For the first battle, let's use the AI set by Chudders. So, Foe, weak to an element, thunder shot. Elemental weakness priority, weak to element. This is looking cool. This is looking like something that could scratch an itch in my brain. Because I like programming, even when it's like basic and abstracted like this. So sure, let's play it out. Not as fun as the other mini games in this game. Okay. I mean, the low end of the bar is very low with that fucking gliding shit we were just doing. That was horrible. Robots can be deployed from any of the 3 portals and will then move along their lane towards the enemy leader in the center. Press X to view each available robot's gambits and actions. The icons above the foe's HP gauge indicate its elemental weaknesses. Try to deploy robots that can exploit these vulnerabilities. Right, so we want to... Yeah, this enemy is weak to lightning. So yeah, we have one for each element, so we want to deploy type 3 right now. Yeah, so I don't know what's different about elemental weakness priority compared to foe weak to an element. But this is the one that does thunder. So we send this one out. The ATB gauge on the bottom left slowly fills, and once it has reached its required amount, you can deploy another robot. The ATB cost of each robot type varies according to its gambits and actions. Try deploying another unit once the ATB gauge is sufficiently full. You can always assess enemies with square. Oh, okay. An ice sun, hello. It's Fort Condor, but slimy. It's Fort Condor, but we kind of have more control. That was one of my complaints, particularly with Fort Condor in this. Where, you know, once you send the enemy, once you send your units out, you lose all control over them. That's still true, but you have a say in how they'll behave once you send them out through gambits, which I think is neat. And we got another robot-y. It's Oak Park. Nice. Okay, so let's assess. Pressing square allows you to view information on enemy units, such as their gambits and actions. Oh, they have their own behaviors too. Same method can also be used to view your robot's remaining ability uses. Okay, so these will cast fire, but I think ours is weak to ice, so that's fine. And it has 4 uses of that. Then, beyond that, when a foe is nearby, it will just bite. I guess the thing at the top of the list has the highest priority. So it will use fire first, and then once that runs out, it will just use bite to attack. And it will also bite, presumably, our portal. Okay. Okay. And yeah, uses... It's all any weakness. It says it uses fire against robots weak to fire, but mine isn't. So will it just not use that? What do you do? Oh god, look at these conditions. So when its health is below half, it phase shift reconfigures. If 4+ robots are present in a lane, it will cast barrier. So we want to spread our robots out so it doesn't do that. If it's currently targeted by 5 foes, it will use Mighty Splat. So probably only use 4 robots at a time, so we don't get it, so it doesn't use Mighty Splat, and otherwise it'll just use Vicious Bite. Yeah, uses potent attacks when several robots deployed in a single lane or when attacked by several robots. I mean, we'll see how this plays out in terms of gameplay, but just conceptually and the relative complexity of conditionals here, I think this is really cool. There's like, there is a puzzle here. You have all the time you need to kind of look at it and examine it and decide what you want to do and then act accordingly. I think this is a really cool style of puzzle. I dig it. I'll send another one out. Yeah, those will do fine. But now there's one with a fire weakness. So... yeah, we should send out you to deal with that. I was maybe a little bit hasty sending out that second one, because we want to make sure we don't have too many units on one lane. Honestly, if that one of our robots had died, I wouldn't have even minded. I guess it's working out okay now. Oh, there's a Ice Week one. See, now we're going to have 4, unless one of my units is about to die. You can access the special ability shared between your portals by pressing triangle. Use D-pad to select specific skill, move the area of effect, and X to activate. Affected targets will be denoted by a visual effect. You can only use each portal skill once. Think about when is the best time to activate them. So we have heals, and we have Comet. I guess I'll do my heals, assuming that one... No, that one's dead. So the heal wasn't worth that much. So what do we have out there right now? We can look at our boys. Can we look at our boys? Yeah. So we have a fire... No, we have a fire and a lightning one. We need an ice boy. So yeah, send out an ice boy. If you don't mind. Then we got one of each element. And we can... I don't see why we wouldn't throw a comet out. It's gonna hit the boss. Okay, and stuff is going on over here now. As you can see, pressing L2 or R2 switches between portals. This allows you to deploy robots into other lanes and outmaneuver the enemy. 3 portals share an HP gauge. If this is reduced to 0, you lose the battle. And, okay. So we want one of these. And yeah, they've got nice icons on the actual enemies to indicate strength and weakness at a glance. Yeah, there's a time limit. Got it. I guess I should just throw something out here. You want one of these? Yeah, just sending in a couple of boys on each lane. We can maximize our damage output. We could do with one coming in here as well, since that one may be about to die. We got to keep the pressure on. Oh shit, yeah, currently targeted by 5 foes. Shit. Well, yeah, maybe that was foolish. I was forgetting about my overall unit count. Like your robots, some foes have advanced actions of their own. Such enemies will be designated by that one. Make sure to assess them to avoid triggering their advanced action conditions. Okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't devastating to have that happen. Would you take care of this idiot, please? Thank you. Boss HP low. Oh yeah, now it's at half, so it's going to phase shift reconfigure. We're still draining it, though. Right, we need a red boy here to take care of you. Okay, 1-2 splat. That's fine. I'm willing to take the losses. 3+ robot. That. Oh wait, this reconfigure. Did reconfigure change it? Is it different now? It seems like its conditions are different. Yeah, it's gonna barrier itself whenever it can. When targeted by 4 foes, it'll 1-2 splat. Okay, so we can be a bit more aggressive with it, I guess. Oh, and you just have no elemental affinity. This one slime here. What's up with you? This flan. A white flan. It just attacks with no strength or weakness. Interesting. One of you over here as well. Thank you. That's a red marshmallow. Oh shit! If 3 robots are in the same lane, it'll regen itself. Which I've kind of done. Oh well, had to be done. And it has more casts of fire. But we might be able to kill it quick. Okay. Yeah, obviously you want to do a lot of damage, but there are a lot of conditions that can be activated by you sending out more guys. So the enemy skills kind of balance you out in a fun way. Yeah, I like this. This is good. Go. Strange addiction. Can't stop playing tycoon games. Yeah, I mean, they're cool. I haven't played that many myself. Depends what you mean. Do you mean... Oh, shit, yeah. Do you mean, like, classic, actual, like, tycoon games, like Roller Coaster Tycoon? Or do you mean, like, I mean, I guess there are, like, modern tycoon games. Like, yeah, you like Number Go Up. I understand that. I like Number Go Up, too. Much as any guy. Are we talking about that, or are we talking about, like, low-effort, quote-unquote, job sims? What do you mean exactly? Give me some examples. I'm going to turn my light on as well. It's getting dark. Yeah, what are we talking about? Are we talking about fucking card game store owner simulator, or are we talking about those Jurassic Park games, Jurassic World games? Zoo Tycoons, mostly high-effort ones. Bit of both? Okay. I have some respect for that, then. You're not going to get completely shit on. Not those bad ones. Okay, good, good. The fun ones. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's a shame the others ain't here to see this.
Who says they're
Yeah.
not?
Well, yeah, they are. Exactly.
What's that?
Wedge. Oh, not
I
Wedge.
believe that light will lead us to
Okay.
another set of ruins.
So I wonder, I mean, presumably, they're not going to throw a million different characters at us, but what if we get to hear from more deceased
Is
characters?
it okay if we tag along?
What if we get to hear from
Why
dying?
not? Whatever beef I've got with you, HQ.
But yeah, these guys are coming. It's going to be centered around Wedge, I guess. All right, yeah, that's fun. I'm invested in the storyline, and the gameplay is really interesting. Yeah, I want my potato Wedge too. He's a good boy. He did not deserve to die. Wish we could have figured out how to fight Fate like a few minutes earlier, so that both him and Zack could have survived. I mean, we got Biggs, and I like Biggs. There's nothing wrong with Biggs, but I love Wedge. The shape of these cactuses kind of reminding me of my courgettes, actually, with the more swollen bit at the bottom. I guess it's a similar kind of thing, since they're mostly just water in there. Yeah, a lot of my courgettes have been like that. I've had to pollinate some more of them, of course. But a lot of them are like that, and including ones that don't seem to have been pollinated. Where they're like, they kind of do grow in okay, and then the end fails, and you have like a much thinner end, and then it rots. But it seems like it's, you know, you're able to recover some of it. Is that a new? Yeah, I don't know if we fought these. Hold on, let's fight these. Basilisks. No, we've not. Oh. They can just teleport away. That's fun. Elusive creatures that abide in arid environments. They can change their color to blend into the scenery, evading enemy attacks as they stealthily sneak closer. Elemental weakness makes them unable to hide. Got it.
I'm your one-stop coverage shop.
Yeah, we've got Doppel on a button now.
The best kept secret.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, elemental weakness, baby. And let's go ahead. I guess we'll shooting star. I would want to like ice ninjutsu, but we're already kind of handling it with the elemental. But yeah, elemental materia on Yuffie, pretty good. Pretty goddamn good. There's shooting star mastered. Yeah, elemental Yuffie. Damn. I mean, these are just regular ass enemies, but man, first strike materia improved. God damn, dude. I got some frozen breaded chicken and some wedges. Make myself someday like the cook lover I am. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm very excited for... I hope I successfully grow some potatoes, because I've not seen success with my other roots so far, like with the carrots. I hope the potatoes go better, though. Play odds, Tiny Bronco. Sick as. But I'm... You know, I've had my issues with my picky eating, which I'm recovering from, but... potatoes are just great. Anything made with potatoes is great. So the possibility that I'll get to make my own homegrown potatoes and like make like mashed potato and make my own potato wedges and chips and stuff, I can't wait. I can't wait, dude. It's gonna be great. Everything so far that I've made. Oh, the fella. Everything that I've made, everything that I've grown and eaten has been better than anything you can buy at supermarkets. So, and since I already love potatoes, then goddamn, I'm potentially in for some shit with the potatoes. He is open. He is open. Here we are. Cat keeps grabbing your arm. Can't even use my mouse. Hell yeah. That's nice. Nice. What is this here? Like the gateway? It looks like it's made out of like ship anchors. It does look like it's made of anchors. It's just a barrier. It can turn to be open, but it doesn't go anywhere. Wonder what the intention of this was. Weird. Interesting though. Let me in. It's hard to drive a chocobo through it though. Right, up this ramp. Fun in a strange way, making your own fries instead of ordering them or defrosting them. Best part, you have man's true best friend, the air fryer. I do! I do have an air fryer, and I do have a slicer appropriate for making homemade fries, which I've done in the past. I've also used it for whenever I slice my gherkins and my courgettes. I do it with that too. But it's, yeah, you can do like, you know, you can do slices like you would want to do, you know, single slices with a gherkin, or you can have like segmented grid slices for fries, stuff like that. And I do have an air fryer, so I will be making 100% homemade fries. It's very exciting.
Rare desert Sahagin variant.
Don't get petrified. Okay. Got it.
These Sahagins are closely related to those found living in the sewers of Midgard.
Huh. Does their name suggest that? I don't know if it does. Anyway, let's assess.
Allow me.
Right, Silentian Stone, or whatever it's called. That's going to be the Petrify. Rare Desert Sahagin variants. These Sahagins have been recognized as especially powerful warriors, guarding against intruders using unique spells passed down from their ancestors. Exploit their elemental weakness. All right, it's gonna be Yuffie gameplay then. Okay, so I've got the slow Petrify, but I'm not petrified yet.
It's on you.
If you insist. Remember, the Sahagins have home field advantage. Take care not to fall prey to their tactics.
Yeah, we can stay out at range with the youth and exploit their elemental weakness, get even more of it in but a moment. When I use Ice Ninjutsu, Aerith can be cooking as well. Should have had you using ATB Ward. I should have it using ATB Ward from the start. There you go. Get everyone ATB. God, that is a lot of ATB. And we do have Magnify on this, because I'm a genius. Yes. Hopefully that has range to hit more than one. Don't get petrified. Got it. Don't screw up Actress' relationship with Tifa. Yeah, no. No. Nice. Nice. Get these ones. Just that one left? Okay. Shit. Not gonna get pressure. Oh no, there was that one over there. Okay, the Petrify is gone. We're fine. And shoot star. Easy. Yeah. Team comp's going okay, and I'll stick with it for a bit. My chakra leveled up. Nice. But yeah, I don't have anyone. I don't have any other weapons to level now. We're all caught up, so I'll stick with this party for a bit because I like ATB boost. I want to use Aerith more, and it's been ages since we used Yuffie as well. So hell yeah, good stuff. Cloud going to the bargain sale or something. Why do you go so far? I don't know. AI's weird sometimes, but it all worked out. That's what matters at the end of the day. Right, I guess we'll head over this way, 'cause it seems like we need to loop around this side. And we do have to go up here eventually as well. Actually, let's head up this way. We can do stuff up here, and then we can make our way over to the Phenomenon Intel. Because the other ones are going to be scattered around these areas we haven't been to yet. They'll be more efficient that way. So I guess getting there, I'll fast travel to this. Yeah, very glad my internet did not remain fucked up. Because I was really looking forward to just playing this game today. It's like, I like the side content. I guess we do end up at that conundrum again. But I do like the side content. There's just a bit too much of it. But just core gameplay, the combat, anything that gets me doing that and gets me messing with my characters and my loadouts and all that is really good in this game. Combat's excellent. Now I want to play Roller Coaster Tycoon again? Hell yeah. I always see, I think it's been, obviously it's been on the Steam sale. I think I keep seeing it on the Steam front page. But whenever I see that, you know, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, whatever, I think they announced a new one recently, didn't they? But yeah, it makes me think of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Now that is a game I used to play a fair bit of. And I didn't really know what I was doing in terms of actually playing a simulator game. So I don't think I played just the regular game very much. I think I used cheats a lot just to mess around. But there was a secondary mode in that, because it had the regular game mode where you know, you're managing the park. You have to organize archaeological digs to get dinosaur DNA so you can get new dinosaurs and build your park as you'd expect. But it had Site B. There was a mode called Site B, where it was basically just a sandbox mode, and you would you just have a big open island with dinosaurs on it, and you can just put dinosaurs down and watch them interact with each other and fight and kill each other and just live. And that was what I thought was cool. Yeah, Jurassic World Evolution. That's the newer games, yeah. But Operation Genesis. Real ones remember Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. I'm gonna ATB ward, and I'm gonna prayer as soon as I get more ATB as well. Be doing Fleet and Familiar as well. Nice stagger. Not really getting... I'm getting some damage on you. Holding our own a bit. Oh yeah, 2 ATB. Fuck. It's okay, because Prey is actually worth a decent amount now, so it's fine. I should be using Combat Savior. I'm forgetting to use it, but I'm remembering also. Yeah, Prey's goated. Prey's really good. I'm still learning which button is which. Yeah, there you go. Once we're doing this shit, we're in there. Nice ninjutsu. Get in the ward. Hit him with a Brumal form, why not? Snag it. Do you wanna hit him with an Infinity's End? Not often we get to pull that out. Yeah, hit that one. There you go. Do some synergies, do a firework blade just for fun. Why not? I'm popping off a bit. It's dead already, but it was cool. It was flashy. Hell yeah, brother. My HP up materia improved. Nice. Remember that mobile game? What, Plague Inc? That's the first thing that comes to mind. Is there a different mobile game I should be remembering? I don't know why Plague Inc is the one that came to mind. I mean, I guess it's kind of a tycoon game. That's on Steam, by the way, with its DLCs. Because yeah, because there's Plague Inc with its million DLCs and like The Cure and whatever. Then they put out like Rebel Inc, which is like Plague Inc but without disease because COVID. Okay, we have to jump off there. And they put out another game recently that is about like post-Plague Inc reconstruction of society. I don't know if that's any good. It was Plague Inc? Did I really just pull Plague Inc out of a hat just from remember that mobile game that was popular 10 years ago? I guess I had the context of we're talking about tycoon-esque games. First off, get out of my brain. Yeah, I don't know what I did there. I just mind-jacked you a little bit there somehow. Sorry. But yeah, they're still doing stuff. And like I say, another game in kind of the same setting, if you can call it that. I don't remember what it's called. I'll look it up. It is goated. It is. It is. Really cool game. Like there was, I don't know if it was by the same people. There was like a Flash game version or equivalent of that game back when Flash games were a thing. God, I feel old saying that. My God. But I played a lot of that. That might have just been OG Plague Inc. Not sure. But yeah, After Inc. Revival. There you go. Yeah, there's the Ultimate Endemic Bundle, which isn't actually that expensive. It's on sale right now on Steam. Yeah, there's Plague Inc. Evolved. After Inc. Revival. Oh, it actually came out on my birthday. It's in early access, but it came out on the 17th of June. So I don't know if that's any good, but it's more of a colony sim city builder type thing. After disease apocalypse. It's after a zombie apocalypse, specifically, I guess. So I don't know if it's connected, but yeah, The Cure, Rebel Inc. Escalation. That's got its own DLCs. I don't know if Rebel Inc.'s supposed to be any good. But, you know, Flash games, You Are My Escape. I miss them. I mean, you can still play them if you get your hands on good old Flashpoint. Flashpoint is a very good platform that just has basically every Flash game ever archived on it. I go back to Flashpoint every now and then and play some of the classics. Yup. Oh, hello, another freak. But yeah, God, I could go on an hours long tangent on just old classic Flash games and Flash game websites. Playing on PC, yeah. Yeah, it was like, I mean, what was there? What were the classics? I mean, the site I always went to, I mean, there were the big sites that everyone knew, right? That hosted all the sick-ass games. I used to like Congregate a lot. Armor Games, obviously, Miniclip. But there was a site I always went to, especially in the early days, before I really knew to just look on those specific websites. But it was kind of good, though, because it was kind of a site that would basically announce new Flash games and give like a little review of Flash games as they came out, and they had new articles every day. It was called J is Games. I used to that was my go-to. That was my absolute go-to. There was like another site before that wasn't regularly updated, but it just had a bunch of links to Flash games, like the classic shit, like Spank the Monkey. You remember that one? The whole thing was just you had to... now, I didn't know at the time. Now I know it's a masturbation joke. But the whole bit was that you just had to move the mouse really fast to hit the monkey. Yakuza 8 has some old Flash games. Really? I didn't know about that. Okay. I'm very excited to find out more about that. There was definitely a subset of interesting Japanese Flash games from the time. There was the... what was it? It was like the Hoshi series or something, which means star. And it was just a bunch of basically mini games where you had to find the star in a bunch of interesting ways. Those were really good. I loved those. Stick Page, yeah, Stick Page was classic. Yeah. I did go to Stick Page a lot. Obviously, that was its own niche, but I loved me some stick fight shit back in the day. What was it? Fucking what was it called? That's the really big fucking series. I mean, there was a few, right? There was what was it? Fucking yeah, Zhao Zhao. I wasn't thinking of that, but I was reminded of that also. What was it? The one where it was like the creative versus creation. Was it just called that? Something like that. I don't know. I don't remember what it was called, but that thing too. Oh, not Yakuza. Not Yakuza? Y8. Y8? Wait, what's Y8 if it's not Yakuza 8? Yeah, I was gonna say, that would be, you know, Yakuza pulls some weird, obscure old shit sometimes, but Flash games would be unusual. What's Y8? Is it just a website? I don't know. I don't know what Y8 is. I have no idea. But yeah, a lot of that kind of thing. Oh, what else was there? I know. Oh, what? I don't remember the name of the website. I always forget what it was called. What was it called? But it was a website that had a series of games that was also Japanese, and it was the Grow series, where it was just these cute little. It had very cute art style. And you had to pick the right thing, and then that element would be added to the scene. And then if you picked the right order of things to add to the scene, you get the best ending, and everything levels up all the way. Y8's a Flash game website. Oh, okay. I hadn't heard of it. I'll have to look into it, but let me have a look. I'm gonna have a look at Y8. Okay, so it's just they just have shit hosted, but oh yeah, looking at this stuff, I mean, they've got some older looking stuff on there. A lot of this is like digital dregs. They've probably got some good stuff on here. They got like old Dumb Ways to Die on here. Okay, they got some old stuff. But like, nah, you wanna go to you want Flashpoint. You want Flashpoint. You want Flash games, you want Flashpoint. Go to Flashpoint. Oh, I'm gonna look up that fucking Grow thing, because those games were goated. Those games were seriously goated. star. There you go. Yeah, this team loadout's pretty great. I do have a hotkey for that. Should stop using the menu for that. Go. And dumb ways to die. Yeah, I remember I played it on mobile way back. Many years ago. Right, what's the website I'm thinking of? Hold on. I'm gonna find it. I'll be able to find it easily. Oh, that reminds me of something else. Eyes Maze. Eyes Maze spelled Eyezmazee. Eyes Maze had some really cool Flash games. Yeah, the Grow series. God, yes. Are they still doing things? Hold on. That's their Facebook. Wait, they put out a new game in 2024? A year ago? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, I went on their Facebook and they have like a post with like a nice piece of art with their art style, but it's about their parents having both died. Oh. Yeah, it's just one guy, I think, who just made these really cool games from way back. Yeah, so yeah, on their website, they've restored everything and they've made all the games available again. And that was all within the last year. Oh, that's great. Great for them. Do they have a YouTube channel? They just said my channel's reached 70,000 subscribers. Or do they just mean their, like, Facebook page? Hold on. I need to know more. We're back. Oh, they do have a YouTube. And a Twitter. Oh, my God. Put it in the schedule. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, it's Grow Kingdom Episode 1, implying there's going to be more. That was 11 months ago. Grow Iceberg was 2 years ago. So they're still cooking every now and then. There's that. What was the other one I was thinking of now? They put a game... I know... I don't remember the name, but I know they put a game on Steam where it's themed around the alphabet. But I don't remember what it's called. I know Grapefruit did a video on it. I don't know if I could find it just from that. That'd be a whole bunch of searching. Oh, shit. Google like alphabet Flash game. No, that isn't gonna do it. Oh, but no, there was another guy who did really cool, like lesser games, more just like interactive art projects, but they were really cool as well. But yeah, there was. I'm just walking back and forth here because I keep getting distracted by Flash games. Anyway, we're going up north. Ah, there's the thing for Hammett. So that's somewhere around here. Go up here. Yeah, this goes to the Divine Intel. There we go. But yeah, there's more Flash games than I could even count. I could even recall. I'm sure if I decided to spend time on that, it would just be an endless cascade of me remembering old Flash games. There's multiple ones I'm thinking of right now. Okay, I gotta focus on this, though. Okay, that's easier than the last one. Oh, didn't need more than that, but there you go. Job done. Yeah, Stick War, yeah. Oh, God, that reminds me of the... Oh, that was one thing I played last time I got back into Flashpoint. Was, not Stick War. I do remember those, but there was a series of games where it was like a top-down military shooter, and there were several different games. It was Call of Duty-esque. It was Flash Call of Duty, effectively, and it was top-down. You and all the units were just like dots with guns, and they had a bunch of different campaigns set during different military conflicts across several games. And it was really basic, and it was just mission-based, and you would do the mission, kill all the enemies. I don't remember what those were called, or what that was called, but that was really good. OG Henry Stickmin series. Yeah. I've not played any of the Henry Stickmin stuff, actually. I think that's a bit later than my time. Right, so I guess we must want to look this way instead? Yeah, I've seen them played a bit, of course. Oh, shit! You've just reminded me of something. Oh, shit. There was a series of games that I fucking adored, and I was really bad at. And it was the same style of gameplay as Ice Maze, where it was about just doing the right actions in the right order, and it was kind of just trial and error until you figure out the exact series of correct commands to get the best ending. War Bears! Oh, War Bears was so fucking good. Because it was that kind of thing. But the art was really good. It was really funny. It had a great sense of humor. It felt like, because like, it was always like, yeah, the War Bears. They were like counter-terrorist operators, and you go in. I'm gonna pull up this image. Oh man, fucking War Bears was so good. I'm gonna get back to the game soon, but War Bears is definitely the peak of remembering badass Flash games. This shit rocked, man. Yeah, this was it. It was like you had the little bit of story, and it was like, okay, we're sending the operators in, go save the hostages, fuck up the terrorists, and you just, I think you had like your cast of main characters, so there's like the two out front there and the guy on the roof, and I think you would click on them, and they would have like a couple of actions they could choose to do at that time, and you had to, you know, take out all the terrorists and rescue all the hostages without, and you know, your guys could die if you did things in the wrong order. You could get the hostages killed, shit like that. It was so cool. I think there was a few of them. This was the first one. I remember this. I feel like there was one that was on like an oil rig or something. Yeah, I think there's an unrelated comic book with the same name. I don't think that's anything to do with based and cool War Bears. Hold on. I need to find out how many War Bears there are. Should play those again. Oh man. There is a War Bears Twitter account. Joined July 2009. They tweeted in February. And then it's, yeah, stuff going back years. I don't know if they're still playable. They might be. They might be archived. I hope so. In 2019, they were talking about funding for their next project. Yeah, it was just so charming. Had a really nice style. Like, how many games were there? I remember 2 of them. War Bears Bedtime City. Which was that one? There was Mission 2, Training Time. Right! I remember the training dummies from that. Where did these games go? Now we're stuck with remastered slop. I mean, it's very different kinds of things, but the kind of... I guess, well, the issue is we ended up with the mobile game space instead. It's not really... Like, AAA gaming isn't really a factor in it. What's this over here? There's an icon over here. But, hold on. I just realized the War Bears thing is still showing. Sorry. But, like... Yeah, stuff like that started moving into the mobile game space when the mobile game space was young. And then mobile games kind of went to shit. And... We didn't really get anything... It didn't improve beyond that. Like, I remember the early days of mobile games where you would, like... You'd be playing a Flash game, and it'd be like, hey, get the mobile game version. I know I didn't play any of them, but I know all the Papa's games did that. I didn't play any of those. I watched some videos about them recently. Game has its own website. Okay, can I just see the list of games? What do we have? Yes! Mission 3, An Oceanic Problem. I remembered that one. Yeah, the website is still up. I don't know if the games are actually playable on the website. Oh, this little papercraft war. Oh, that's remembering me. It's reminding me of a different thing. There was a game. Oh, there was a game that was also like this, kind of, where you just have to do things the right way, or it was very linear or whatever. Where it was all based around characters that looked like extremely like little square papercraft guys. I'm not even gonna go down that fucking all that. I don't know. Fuck that. We're too distracted. But yeah, there was the bank robbery, there's Training Time, An Oceanic Problem. There was the Christmas one. and there was a puzzle mission. Interesting. It was a block puzzle game. I gotta play those again. God. Ugh. God, those games were great. Anyway, sorry. Distracted by War Bears. Those were probably some of my favorite Flash games. Probably a lot of games that I would say were my favorite Flash games, but I loved War Bears. And War Bears is one you don't hear people talking about. But I remember War Bears. Spent a very long time playing Flash games back then. But yeah, there's not the scene for it anymore. I mean, Flash doesn't exist anymore. I remember that period of, like... There was, like, an interesting period as well, when Unity first came to exist. Because, like, you would have Flash games, and then you would have, like... You would have the occasional trying to be more advanced Shockwave browser game, like Sherwood Forest, shit like that. Oh, I played the shit out of Sherwood Forest. Oh, my God. But, like... Then there was like... Oh, God, now I'm thinking about Nitrome. Oh, no. I can't stop thinking about fucking Flash games. You've awakened such an ancient part of my brain. How could you do this to me? Assess. Oh, God. You have done this to me. You have inflicted this upon me. Oh, man. Oh, man. Unity used to be so fucking cool. Yeah. There was some small studio that was making a bunch of Unity browser games. And I don't remember all of them. I remember there was one that really stuck out to me, where it was a literal play on Bull in a China Shop, and you were like a Minotaur. You were a Minotaur, and you were running a China shop, and it was all physics-based, and you had to run the shop without breaking shit. And if you broke stuff, you'd get angry, and you'd ultimately rampage and destroy everything in the store. Yeah, I am accessing very old files right now. My God. Anyway, a rare Basilisk variant recently rediscovered after it was thought to have gone extinct. Uniquely capable of changing its elemental properties. Extremely cautious, it vanishes at the first sign of danger. It alters its elemental affinity when it goes into hiding. Exploiting its elemental weakness will pressure it, making it unable to hide. Well, good job. We've got someone who can do this, no problem. Yeah, look at that. Immediately pressured. They're just hard countered by elemental materia. How embarrassing. ATB ward. So I guess I could, if ATB ward does work on everyone else, I could actually cast the ward on someone else. Really beat the shit out of him. I guess, yeah, Blizzara. Blizzara's also good. Do that too. Why don't you? Yep, some big staggers. Go. Oh, that one's already dead, but this one's nearly dead. Yeah, we're annihilating these motherfuckers. God damn. There you go. Whew.
You managed to complete all intel objectives.
Nice. Yeah, Unity used to be... Remember when Unity was cool? When it was only a few years ago where they really just burned all their goodwill, but... Man. I want to go back to those days. I want to just play Flash games. I mean, I can. Gotta download Flashpoint again. Right, Battle Intel. Wow. Shut up, Chudders. Mai's the real winner. Alright, so we have that. How are we getting to this? It looks like there's a ruin there. We have to, I guess, get up here and then go around instead of doing the jump. Remember when Unity was free? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. A lot of things have changed since then. Okay, there's no other way to go here. But there is another ramp here, so we got to be able to get up there somehow. How do we got up there? Yeah, you Hojo made freak through. You tell him. But yeah, those were different days. Those were different days. But I guess, honestly, probably the Flash game devs of yesteryear are probably just indie game devs now. I guess that's where that kind of... Oh, God. That's making me think of more games now. But, yeah, that's where that scene kind of went. We had the early indie game greats like, you know, Braid and shit like that, teaching us that this kind of thing can be commercially successful and not just like projects for fun. Which means, yeah, you have to pay for a lot of these games, but they're generally worth it. Like, there's and you know, many examples like Plague Inc. and like fucking the Samorost series. My God. Oh, we already did this. Which made their way onto Steam. Yeah, Samorost was great. And that dev went on to do a bunch of other cool stuff too, like just made primarily as games instead of just being like Flash games. We had the Samorost series, which like started out as free on Flash, and then they made some paid ones, which I don't think I've played. There was Machinarium. They did another thing, but Machinarium was like the big one, and it got a lot of attention, which I was glad for because I knew the dev. Didn't know him personally, but it's like, oh shit, the Samorost guy is releasing a bigger game. Is there a slur for Hojo made things? There should be. There should be. Hojo touched filth. Could you maybe fly up there? Oh, that's it. Yeah, you've got to like use these to get up there. I see. So where was that central one? There's got to be some way to get there from over here, maybe. We have to take an entire route to get there? Figure it out. There's another jump. Yeah, we can get up here. Here we go. Yes, yes. Just so I can get to this life spring, probably. So we got to really think about our route here. So this... With that, we can get up there. And that looks like it would lead us over there. Yeah, yeah. Let's go this way. I got it. I got it. Go. Nice. Okay, so is there something else over here, or... No. Oh, that's just for going, like, up this way? Where does this go? I guess we're finding out. Screw it, why not? There we go. Bop. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It would certainly be cool to do a Flash game stream at some point. There's a streamer I like very much, Greyfruit, used to do Flash Game Friday as a stream staple. There's definitely a lot of cool stuff that I've been reminded of and have seen for the first time from those streams. Yeah, this is getting us there. Straight ahead from here. Just gotta... Oh, don't fuck up. Just very slowly glide. Don't touch the controls at all. Just slowly wait for the game to become playable again. There we go. Should make it to this one just fine if we were able to hit the last one. Yep. I guess the thing with Flash games versus indie games, though, obviously both take a good amount of effort to make. But as far as releasing games on Steam goes, I guess there's itch.io. Because, you know, Steam, if you're going to release a game on Steam, you have to pay a price up front to be listed on Steam. So, I mean, there's some crap on there and some just whatever experimental stuff, but not as much. But itch.io has a lot of just free, made-for-fun type things that are more in the vein of the classic Flash game. So I guess that's where that niche has gone. That's where it is. Pop. I don't really look on itch.io at all. Maybe there's some gems on there. I mean, I know stuff like Voices of the Void. Voices of the Void is just free on itch. The shit like that you can find there, which is very well refined comparatively. Life in Cosmo Canyon. Region Intel. Yes, please. Tell me more. The founders of the canyon's eponymous village made use of the naturally formed caves, and following the emergence of planetology, more and more people found themselves drawn to the place. The makeshift walkways and tent-like domiciles have only increased in number as the settlement continues to expand to this day. Rather than rely on Mako, the village has built an array of windmills, and each home is equipped to store the generated electricity. a leading planetologist, Bugenhagen, introduced this form of wind power to Cosmo Canyon, and it is said his technical marvel is inspired by the ways of the Cetra. Huh. Yeah, interesting that they're focusing on, like, yeah, they don't use Mako, they just have windmills. So I wonder when we get to the ancient settlement, when shit goes really bad, I wonder if we'll see some, like, renewable energy sources there, too. Because all I remember about it from Original 7 is just seashells. When it comes to nutrition, the village's diet consists mainly of grain and legumes grown around the village, supplemented by game meat obtained with traditional hunting methods. Nice. Speaking of legumes, I didn't get a picture of it. I should have. But I've got more broad beans growing in, surprisingly. The ones I thought had failed are actually coming in. So I guess I've been prejudging too hastily. Right, so... Yes, we are in the northern part here, so we just want to go down there. Let's go get that. Can't just drop down. It's never that easy, is it? Come over here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Still thinking about Flash games. God damn it. I was just thinking of... Oh, no. No, I gotta stop. Don't even say it. I'm not thinking about fucking Blood in the Sand, and I'm not thinking about, like... now I'm thinking of, like, pre-Flash game shit. There was, like, a shareware game I had from way back in the day called Water on Fire, where it was, like, a side-scrolling game where you were, like, a little battleship shooting at planes and stuff, and that was really cool. I only had the freeware version of it. And there was all the fucking, oh, God, PopCap, like, classic PopCap games. They didn't just do Bejeweled and fucking, Plants vs. Zombies. They had a Pipe Dream-esque game about fireworks that I really liked back in the day. There's, that one bank-themed game. Big Money. Yeah, there's Big Money. Insane Aquarium. Obviously, Insane Aquarium. But, that one space, like, not Peggle, space, Breakout-like game. I only found out about that one a few years ago, but I played a good bit of that. That was very fun. Now I'm down here. I'm in the wrong spot. PopCap's original dev so much. Yeah, they made so much cool stuff back then. And get, like, actually have... No, not this way. Actually having freeware games like that. It harkens back to the old-ass games, old-ass days of PC gaming, where you had shit like Doom and all manner of other stuff where they had, like, episodic shareware releases. You had that with stuff back then too, like in the pre-Flash game days. Yeah, fuck EA, absolutely fuck. But yeah, no, I gotta stop thinking about Flash games, man. There's too much knowledge rattling around in my brain. Is it any wonder that my memory is terrible when I have entire sectioned off areas of my brain for this kind of knowledge that I'll forget about for years at a time, and then it'll just come flooding back out at the slightest prompt. Yeah, it used to be goated, fuck, dumb and greedy. I mean, they always had the fucking evil, sinister-ass, awful side from way, way back, but they were certainly better. There's more Gee statues down here. It's an interesting spot. It kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild. That one area north of the desert with the big Gerudo statues with the surrounding mystery. So probably that route I didn't take over here will do it. Yeah. But that's the way it is with any corporation. Any of the ones that we talk about frequently, you know. Look at anything. Look at EA, look at Bungie. Anything at all where, you know, corporations... A corporation can become an entirely different entity over time. You know, the Bungie that made Marathon and the Bungie that made Halo and the Bungie that are making new Marathon and Destiny are entirely different things, you know? It's about the talent, not the corporate entities that make them, you know? Remember emulating Breath of the Wild? Same. Lots of improvements, truly a breath of fresh air. I haven't looked too much into, like, Breath of the Wild mods, because I did emulate it in the early days when I didn't have a Switch, and then I got a Switch. Only mod I know about for Breath of the Wild is a Kamen Rider mod that adds a Deno skin and a Deno bike skin to replace the DLC bike. I don't know what mods there are beyond that. Remember they wanted to make Need for Speed an exclusive for their own console that was the size of a black box. Yeah, well, probably for the best that they did not do that because it would not have worked out. Anyone wanting to make a new console,
I've deduced this place was built by the Cetra to house,
you know, without history of making consoles as a company at this point, or even within the last 10 or so years, is insane. Ouya moment.
Perhaps, but the energy signature would suggest otherwise.
KFC want to make a console? Probably. But there have been many such attempts that have all crashed and burnt. Again, see the Ouya.
Let's continue to restore them. I'm sure we'll find something within. The planet itself is guiding us.
True.
I've also developed an additional AI chip for RoboChad.
Okay.
Hopefully it expedites our
Calling
work.
him that. You just stole him and put your name on him. That's bullshit. Stolen valor. Feel so sorry for you being taken over by chudders. Alright, we go. Starting a company back then when anyone could make consoles, so I'm not impressed. Yeah. You can now program your robots with gambits and actions. Gambits determine a target, and actions determine what the robot will do to that target. To enhance your chances of victory, reference the information on enemy units before programming your robots, which can be done with X. You can also auto-program your robots if a stage is giving you trouble. As Chadley proceeds with his research, more gambits and actions will become available. Got it. And there's different portal skill loadouts as well. I'll go with the offensive loadout. Oh, let's see what they've got. What do we... So the leader uses potent attacks on several robots deployed in a single lane or when attacked by several. So same as before. Possess any marshmallows that appear so you know how to avoid triggering their powerful attacks. Okay. So we can't see what the robots, not the robot, what the enemies will do. I guess I'll just have my elementals. Each robot has several AI slots into which gambits and actions can be programmed. Once a robot is deployed, it will act according to its AI, the order in which you program the gambit/icon and the current situation. Gambits determine the target as well as conditions under which actions trigger. Yeah. Actions allow the robot to perform many functions, such as increasing its HP, healing allies, enhancing their attributes, or exploiting an enemy's elemental weaknesses. So yeah, we could build them to, like, heal themselves and stuff. Yeah. Try setting separate gambits for both nearby and far-away foes. To shore up your defensive, note that gambits can be used to trigger healing actions if the target's HP reaches a certain percentage. Okay. So what have we... The targets we've got... So what is the difference between these? So, foe weak to an element. Targets foes weak to the designated actions element. Okay, so it will seek them out. Prioritizes foes weak to the designated actions element. Okay. I'm trying to really figure out the difference between these. Targets or prioritizes? It's saying, like, it prioritizes that, but it might be able to do other things? Maybe? I don't know. Weird. Targets foes generally. Allows the robot to increase its HP and reduce its cost. That's cool. Robot targets itself for healing and beneficial statuses. Heal when low. Okay, so I could have one of these be like a buffer for the others, maybe. Let's say this guy is going to be that. Right? So let's remove all this. So priority 1 would be buffing allies, maybe. Like, yeah, like barrier shot. Plan ahead when choosing actions. Those that exploit elemental weaknesses are a good start. It's also worth considering ways to preemptively attack, land the finishing blow, and effectively use healing and support actions. So yeah, I could set the others up to do fancy offensive shit, but this guy will be above it. In some cases, certain actions will be incompatible with the target specified by the gambit. Okay. If you wish to prioritize an action, place it in the top slot. Got it. So we can increase defense, increase attack power. There's a lot of different conditionals you could set up. Like, you could have bots use bravery on themselves. So I'm going to have this guy. Yeah. Just use barrier on allies. It only has one. But yeah, okay. That'll throw some buffs around. And then for the rest, you can do elemental. And you'll be the ice guy. So, yeah, foe weak to an element. There's missile. What's that? I guess it can hit flying enemies. Yeah, hit them with ice. And that affects their, like, cost and their stats and stuff. Okay. And then generally just hit foes. Or, well, actually, might want you to heal yourself, perhaps? Can I, like, is there a way to shift this? Not really. Okay. So if your health is low, cure shot yourself. Then you can... It's like modify health, HP, and cost as well. But that's only on self. Right? Okay, so that's just a modifier. So if you have empty slots, you can slap a modifier on there. Okay, so I don't have to stress too much about phoneless slots. We can get benefit out of that too. Okay. I think I will have it do that though. So yeah, so this one I'll set to... Yeah, it will heal itself, so I can have it... It'll be a bit more expensive. But yeah, you'll be blizzard shotting, and then generally you'll just be attacking enemies. Yes, that's good for you. So that makes you a bit more expensive, but the other ones will make cheaper as a trade-off. Yes. So... Let's say... Yeah, we want a self... HP less than or equal to 50. Yes. We want a regen shot. I could set up, like, bravery. But I think I'll just have some healers and make them cheap for now. And get advanced later. So, yeah. You just have that. And then... I guess this... Is this a thing that it does actively? Or is it passive? It seems like it would be passive. But I'll put it higher on the priority list, just in case. So, sure. Reduce your cost. Making him tanky is also an option. And then you'll do fire shot, and then you'll do regular attacks. There you go. And basically the same thing for you, but with thunder shot instead. So, nope, not that. Nope, nope. Heal thyself. Because maybe, I mean, another option. Oh wait, we only have so many cure shots though. We only have one. Oh, okay. Okay. So in that case, no, we're probably better having, instead of him being a self. Yeah, that's regen. Yes, regen and cure. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna be barriering and doing blizzard. You're not going to be doing regen. You're going to be doing... I guess you... Yeah, you'll do cure on allies that need healing. And so we could do bravery for more damage as well. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do bravery on you. Regen's an option too, but we'll play aggressive, I suppose. So, weak to element, thunder. And then just regular ass lariat. And I guess I'll put the self-modify down here since I forgot to do that. Oh, but we only get one cost reduction. So this one, we probably want the other one to be the more tanky one then, since it's the healer. Okay. Yeah, you're limited in which gambits you can use. Neat. Yeah, you'll be doing bravery. Okay. Yeah, we got nothing. Like, we can't do anything with a self-modify. Like, we don't have, oh, wait, that's on self. No, I don't want that. Hold on. Wait a minute. No, we want that to be ally. Bravery shot. There you go. They're all kind of passing their buffs around to each other. That works. That works. Okay, let's go with that. Probably overthinking it, but it's fun. Let's go. See how it goes horribly wrong, inevitably. Okay, you want this fella. And we'll still just be sending guys out according to what elemental units are being sent out. But the buffs will go out there. The buffs will do their thing. There's your bravery shot. Big damage. Big damage buff. Nice. Hey, would you fucking get him though? Do I have to send another one out? Or are we good? Hey, the cure shot. Nice. See, they're working together. They're programmed. And I can save ATB and start sending things out over here. Just to get things moving, to get damage going. It is being maybe attacked by too many right now. No, it's 5. Yeah, we're at 4, so we're fine. We don't want any more units than this right now. So I may have made a mistake hitting my maximum immediately. Yeah, before any considerations can be made here. That is the right kind of unit there, but it's is it gonna... Okay, now it's screwed. And that one's dead, so I can send a new one in and send a buddy here. And maybe, because, yeah, like, what is it? What is the specific condition again? Yeah, it's only when it's currently targeted by 5 foes. So we might get there, but right now, it's not currently targeted. It's dealing with the ads. This is really cool. Uh-oh. All right, it's barriering itself. It does that. That's fine. It's bearable. My portal HP isn't doing great. Should have maybe used one of my portal skills sooner when I had those two come out. Oh yeah, here's the time for it. Yeah, do a comet right here, because it hits the boss too. Nice. My robot got defeated, which is all well and good. You're gonna switch phases momentarily. And we're keeping a low amount. Okay, so you do reinforcements on phase shift. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. So we're getting an unaspected one in each area. I'll throw you out there because you're not weak to the element that's there. But our boys are handling themselves okay. Throwing their buffs out and stuff. Now would be a good time for a portal skill, actually. Yeah, you can just throw this out. That's strong. Own elemental weakness exploited. Really should be looking at these things. Yeah, severe pummeling. It hastes itself. I see. You should haste yourself now. Send them out, send them out. We got a minute left. Yeah, knowing that this is kind of like something that's in FF16 with the gambits really makes me want to play FF16? 12. FF12, sorry. Yeah, okay. That's just the way it is. Yeah, that's not that much damage. That's fine. Oh, it's going to continue to do it, though, I guess, until the condition is no longer satisfied. We might not get there in time. Yeah, it was not currently targeted by 3 foes. There weren't even 3 foes. Brother. Yeah, 16 is good, but I've already played it. But this doesn't make me think of 16. But makes me want to play 12, if 12 works like this. In any way. I've screwed it, though. They're not doing much. Yeah, when it comes to the bosses, they only lariat. We don't have a strong anti-boss option. Which is annoying. Is there anything else we can do for that? Like, I mean, there's missile. Does missile do more damage? Long range, non-elemental. Like, these are our offensive options. So, oh yeah, this is nothing. Anything else you want to be doing here? I mean, not really. I think maybe just do it again, but do it better, basically. And prevent more of my units from dying by using my my portal skills at a more sensible time. Yeah, go again. Yeah, it's a challenge. I like it, though. I've no doubt this could be done much better, but I'd be interested to play more things like this. And play this with more complexity, you know? That's it. I think, yeah, continuing to have small groups like this, instead of spreading my units out, is smart, so they can actually use their buffs and abilities on each other to keep themselves going. Yeah, that's great. Them just securing themselves like that. We do have your elemental weakness secured, so we don't need to do anything else with you. Yeah, you're fine. Go on, go beat up the boss a bit. You know you want to. I think you're out of casts, but yeah, he's done. Go on, sort him out, Tell him who's boss. Okay, so that's a king one. So it will barrier itself once it reaches the portal. It'll blizzard anything. It'll bite the portal. Okay, so I'm gonna send out you, who does cure. And I'm gonna... Yeah, because if I send him out, he'll be weak to this guy. I can send you out, and then we've got barrier going. Yeah, go ahead and barrier this guy. Oh shit, another one came out. But I picked the right element. Let's go. Yeah, I should just wait in cases like that, but still goated. Yeah, they're getting wiped out back there, but that's fine because they used their buffs. Would you take him out, please? I don't want him barriering. Kill him. He's doing it. It's okay, he's low. He'll still die. Okay, now this is beginning. Send you. Focusing more on the counterplay instead of trying to go too crazy. Okay, that's an non-elemental king. Will 1/2 slap when it's targeted by 2 foes, and it'll acid anything else. So I guess we'll see if this guy can just handle it. Then it won't do 1/2 slap. Yeah, they're gonna distract each other. Okay, that one's coming out. And it's also the right elemental weakness, but I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna send this one out. Hopefully it will focus on... Well, let it come a bit closer, maybe. And then the targeting will resolve. Ah, but that one's focusing... Yeah, doing its fire shot to kill him first. Because using the element is a priority, right. Go on, get that fire shot out. I need to get over to the other side real quick. And I'll... send that one out. I should have been paying more attention over here. You've got the own elemental weakness bravery, which we'll just have to deal with. You're unaspected. So I guess if I'm gonna... If there's an unaspected, I should send this one, the T2, because it has more health. Maybe the smarter thing to do. Build up my ATB again. Yeah, those are going to handle that. They're barriered. One of them's barriered anyway. Yeah, this needs to be sorted out right quick. And we've done, like, no damage. I should be using my abilities now. This is where I should have been using my abilities. I should have used them sooner, but I've been foolish. I think we may have screwed it. I may take a break from this after this. I'll have a good sleep, Voltaire. Or a good vid watching. But yeah, we need to be more aggressive and not just counterplaying, because then that means we end up in a situation like this where we just don't have the time to do damage. Like, Lariat won't do it. Doesn't matter how many there are, Lariat won't do it. God, the time is so annoying. It's just like fucking Fort Condor, where there's an annoying ass timer that makes something that is quite fun, not fun. I don't know. There's nothing I can do at this point. I've already failed. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, okay, do it again. I said I was going to take a break. Do it again. I don't know. What to do differently? What to do differently? When I think ultimately it comes down to the decisions I'm making rather than my setups, because we don't have that many options yet. Like, there's not much we can really do. There's no, like... Wait. Is that what elemental weakness priority does? Oh, I think I get it now. No, I get it. I know how we can do more damage. Right. Weak to element will only use this ability if there is an enemy that is weak to this element. Elemental weakness priority will obviously prioritize any target who is weak to that element. But if there's someone else who could be attacked who doesn't have that weakness, it will use it anyway. Oh, okay. So I think it's a less strict conditional. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I think. And the description doesn't immediately give that away. But I think we can use this to do more damage if we do everyone on elemental weakness priority. Maybe. There's maybe some gains to be made there. Let's continue again. And I guess be aggressive? Because he doesn't seem too fussed about being targeted by a lot of guys in phase 1. Yeah, you can go up to 5. So we'll do an early setup here. And we'll do 2 for the buffs, of course. For Cure Shot. But then we're gonna... Shit, have I done the wrong one? Yeah, I screwed up immediately. Fuck! Let's just quit. I do have to play... I have to play it reactively when it comes to those first 2 waves coming in. But when I have excess ATB, I just need to be offloading bots into lanes that are relatively chill. Play it smart. Play it smart. Okay. You need to find that, like, comfortable middle ground between playing reactively and playing proactively. Right, those 2 are active. We're gaining ATB. Bravery's going out for damage. Okay, you guys will handle this. I know it's gonna come in here next. So I guess I'll send a random robot out here. Wait for this one to be active, but just let this guy go in and start damaging the boss. Another lightning here, which we can handle, yes? Yes. So I'm going to send someone here. Yeah, I'm going to send Bravery here to buff up our guy, to damage the boss more. There we go. Now I'm really thinking. Barrier for the other one. That's great. That's great. I guess set up a similar thing. You know, if we may have to just eat the consequences of having too many bots. But at least in phase 1, that's okay, seemingly. Not too bad, anyway. Let's see what he does. Yeah, I figured he was going to summon something here soon. So we've got Cure Shot, and we can set up a Bravery Shot Pellet. There you go. Clear that out while these 2 fight the boss. I'm gonna save my portal skills. Part of me is saying use them now. But I'm gonna hold out. There you go. Boss HP low. Yeah, I was gonna save it for the reinforcements. Since we don't have any elemental advantage against them, we can hit them all with our ogre. So do that. There you go. I'm getting it now. I'm getting it now. Yeah, now he's being targeted by many foes, so he's gonna start clearing them out. Understandably. Understandably. But we can kind of overcome that. He's going to keep severe pummeling. We can afford this, though. We definitely need more over here. In fact, now might be a good time for Comet for just big damage here. Well, we had one of those out there, but whatever. There you go. Job done. Yeah. You gotta be aggressive. You gotta be aggressive while also playing a bit reactively to whatever they're doing. Yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get all the side content done today, given everything that's happened. It's a shame. I think it was already a little bit. I was already dreaming.
Talked about coming out to see the canyon one day.
Oh, I was already dreaming, but then I got interrupted by bad internet.
Yeah.
But this minigame's really cool. I dig it. Oh,
Yep.
Jesse. Okay, we are getting more than just Wedge. Oh.
I'm cutting you off.
Pre-depression Biggs.
Come on. One more couldn't hurt.
Yeah, the guys don't know Biggs is alive. I don't know, maybe we're gonna hear, like, you know, we've heard Wedge, we're gonna hear Jesse, but we wouldn't hear Biggs, because he's alive. Hey!
Ta-da! Cosmo salt.
Wow.
You call it a Cosmo Canyon without a touch of local flavor, right? Trust me, a dash of this will make all the difference.
Oh, straight in there.
What's Cosmo about it?
It's mined from the canyon itself, the birthplace of planetology, and pretty hard to come by.
Aw, and he just came by to give some to his friends.
That cell's gotta be laced with something. Wow.
Such a nice guy.
Right.
Oh, Wedge. No one in the world deserves to die less than Wedge. He's such a nice guy.
I thought you might say that.
Aw. Yeah, he got a shitload just to give it to Tifa. Aw.
But those will only last us so
That's
long.
so nice of him.
Especially if this Cosmo Canyon becomes a hit. Gonna need to stock up.
In that case, what about a trip to the source, huh?
Oh.
Bring back as much salt as we could carry. What do you say?
Count me in. Home of planetology, here we come.
Drunk Jesse. It's the only way in which she's appeared in the entire game is blackout drunk.
Money to be taking field trips? Because our books say otherwise.
Here.
Yeah, try it. And of course, he's got his glasses on because he hadn't opened up at all at this time.
Shit, we gotta go.
There you have it.
Instant conversion.
Says it's a done deal.
To our generous leader.
Hey.
Y'all are just too much.
Oh, man, that's really nice. That was a really nice scene.
Look, guys,
Fuck.
we made it.
They're aiming for the heart with this one, man.
Gotten here sooner.
And it's just the two of them.
Wait, you fixed it already?
Mm-hmm. I mean, what were you gonna do to help?
Ages ago, slow pokes. Come on, double time.
Oh, that was him, like, reeling his emotions back in because he had to harden up. Like, he turned away and, like, you see him sucking in the tears. Oh, man. I love Barrett so much. That's great. Capital Ruins. Ah. Yeah, again, like this area and Gungaga had a whole selection of Cetra ruins. We're kind of moving into the story and even side content, focusing on them a bit more, which is nice. We'll do a bit more. We'll do a bit more. Get like a tower or two. That's the Cave of the Gi. I don't want to go there. Go there either. There's no like good fast travel points right in the middle here. I guess this'll do. There we go. Traveling to this jump point just to not jump. Terrible, but it's the way it is. But yeah, it's like, it almost feels like they upped the budget, you know? Because like, you know, you'll get goofy stuff with some effort put into it. You know, we had a lot of the Turks, and we had Cisne in Gungaga. But like, specifically getting all the Because I guess, you know, like those characters, you know, the Turks, they're in this game. They're in the main story. They're already here. They have them in the studio doing lines. Might as well get them in for some side content, right? But, you know, Jesse is dead. I mean, they've got Biggs doing stuff in the main story. But Jesse is dead. And we've got, and Wedge is dead. They specifically had to bring them in to record new lines just for this area. And I appreciate that. I really didn't think we'd see them at all. Here's a nice little tower. Oh, you fuckers. I assume they like, the moon runes on their chests mean something, but I don't speak moon runes, so I got no idea. Oh, nice stagger. Yeah, I just wanted to do... Yeah, do ATB ward on Yuffie.
Keep it up.
See if that works. I assume it should. Yeah, like, Aerith's ATB is going up whenever I land hits here. That totally does work. Yeah, more support-centric Aerith. Really does work. Aerith, go ahead. No, Aerith, get more ATB, and then do prayer. Come on, get some ATB. Just so we can top everyone off during the fight. And then we can limit these clowns. At least some of them. Yeah, the heal went through. Time for a bloodbath. Lovely.
Just like that, okay?
Nice. ATB stagger leveled up. Nice. But yeah, knowing that, I mean, again, presumably wards have always worked like that, right? I've never felt the need to use a ward on anyone but Aerith until now. But maybe I should have thought about that more. Like looking at the various wards. Grants invincibility while casting spells. I mean, yeah, you could have someone else be a caster, but obviously it strengthens Aerith's basic attack, so it's kind of specifically tuned for her. Where are the other ones? Arcane ward. Yeah, attack spells cast within the ward will be cast twice. I guess, I don't know. I guess you would have to, like... It would feel like going out of my way to make someone else a caster while also having Aerith in the party, you know? Because if I've got Aerith in the party, why not have her be a caster, right? But I guess it could work, because I guess she's spending a lot of her time doing shit like, you know, ATB ward. But I guess there's not much, and healing, I guess. I guess if you have her as a dedicated healer, you can have an offensive caster as a different character. Yeah, that could work, I guess. I'll have to think about it. We could go back to Caster Cloud. But I guess Yuffie's got us handled for Elemental with this loadout anyway, so I'd probably leave it as is. Moogle Metal. Yeah, otherwise we don't... Well, I guess Yuffie can be a melee DPS, but she's kind of a weird hybrid, so it's nice to have a dedicated one, I suppose. Doesn't really matter too much. Go. Yeah, there's like a lot left for us to do. We're definitely not getting close to finishing today. I was overzealous. But there'll be a lot to do next time too, honestly, with the amount that's left. We've only just hit the halfway point in terms of overall intel. Man, that's rough. What shall we do? Let's go for that. Want more intel, more things. It's hard to tell how long we've been going because the stream is cut up, and I just remembered I'm gonna have to edit that together or something, which is gonna suck huge ass. Hate having to do that. Why can't I jump off that? Why can I jump off there? At least be consistent. But how long have we been going? It has been like 4 hours, pretty much. 4 hours with interruptions here and there. But yeah, let's just go grab this, and then we'll wrap up. I would have liked to have done more today, but circumstances said no, I'm afraid. There we go. We got anywhere cool from here? No, you just... Oh, I'm not holding R2 when I'm doing that. That's why we're dropping immediately back down. I was gonna say, like, we're just not maintaining any of the height, but we need to hold R2. Yeah. A lot of, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you just gotta figure out input-wise. There you go. No, don't do that. Go this way. Go this way. This might... Yeah, I see the trees over there. This has got to be it. And then probably the other way goes to that fiend intel, which we can do next time. As a warm-up. Ow. Bashing my chocobo's head. There we go. Very close quarters, this one. Cozy. What's cooking? Yeah, we got to do all the VR shit, too. Haven't touched on any of that. We might... I think we have stuff left over from last time, too. Not just this area's VR. Goddamn, man. There we go. Data. And we're past the halfway point on the overall area. So we can definitely do it next time, and then hopefully do some Nibelheim. Maybe, I hope. If I'm not being too zealous again. Yep.
Upon analyzing the data from the life spring,
right, we can get those next time. That'll be nice.
Chip. It's buried in some nearby mountain ruins. Currently, a survey of these ruins is in progress, but we suspect they were built by the ancients, or others like them. Perhaps
wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of Cetra ruins around here.
While looking for the transmuter chip.
Okay. That's for next time. The archaeology. Cosmo Range ruins. It's also over there. Yeah, it's all in the area I've not been to yet. And it looks okay when you look at the map like this, but you realize there's two towers right next to each other that are going to reveal a bunch of shit over here. There's all the VR we haven't done. There's going to be a boss fight after we do all the Fiend Intel or whatever activates that again. I don't think it is that, actually. But yeah, there's a bit left. There's a bit left. And we're not doing the side quests. That's still left to be done in the future. But yeah, that's a lot to figure out. But we'll wrap it up there for today. Get out of this cave. Too many chocobos in this cave. Get me out of here. There we go. We can save under the sun's natural light. There we go. Anyway, we'll wrap it up there for today. Didn't get to do as much as I wanted to do, which is annoying. Sorry about all the internet annoyance and confusion and getting distracted about Flash games. It's fine, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I thought I was. No, we're back again on Friday. We're going to be playing Judgment, which I'm very excited about. Because that game seems really good, and Lost Judgment also seems really good. So, look forward to that. Till next time, I need to go. It's a good thing I'm not doing anything tomorrow, or not streaming tomorrow, I mean. Because I will have time to do all that fucking putting these disparate streams together and getting them rendered and uploaded. But yeah, I'll be doing that. So, until next time. Thank you very much for hanging out. I hope you have a very lovely morning, noon, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time of day it might happen to be.